We are live here on the Nations Network. We are live here on the Nations Network. Had a 1st and 10 for Washington. We got a quick holding pass on, I believe that's Charles Leno with the hold. Big Son and Uptown Vito. And shortly, I'm not sure about that hold. It was a throw to McLaurin down to the 40, but I'm still not sure about that hold, personally. Just my personal opinion. I'm not sure about that hold. Man in motion. Look to be crowded in motion. It's Ham Howard shotgun back to pass, throws it over to the right side. It's a catch. Looks like Curtis Samuel with the catch. No, Brian Robinson Jr. with the catch. Looks like you about to have a tie in the NFL. Houston and like Houston's about to tie with the Colts. Chiefs beat the New England Patriots. Fakes the handoff, backs the pass. Sam Howell going deep, out of bounds. He's looking for Terry McLaurin on the 2nd and 16. I really don't like that play on the 2nd and 16. I wish they would have just thrown something short and kind of let the man run with it. I really definitely do not like that play on the 2nd down. But it's 3rd and 16 nonetheless. Not sure what you do here on the 3rd and 16. If it was me, of course, on the 2nd down, I would have got maybe 5 or 6. I just don't like the play calling, particularly when it comes to Eric Bieniemy and generating points. I just think he can do a lot better job than what he's currently doing. Sam Howell back to pass, looks, scrambles to the right side. He's got a man chasing him. Leonard Floyd, he gets close to the first. I think you got to go for it here. There's no point in not going for it. You have no choice. The 1st down, Terry McLaurin on the 4th down. A throw from Sam Howell. He gets the 1st down. It's a great throw for Terry McLaurin. Great throw. Yes, absolutely. Great throw. It's a great throw for Sam Howell. We got a 1st and 10. Washington moving the ball on the first drive. Hands it off up the middle to, looks like Antonio Gibson. He gets about 7 on the play. Gibson moving good. Gibson moving good. Washington is looking good on this first drive. Looking real good on this first drive. You know, can't be stopped. Cannot be stopped. 2nd and 3 for Washington. Man in shotgun. Looks like Sam Howell's in shotgun. You know, they're in pretty good shape. Sam Howell looking good on the first drive. You know, we'll discuss plenty of things. Throw to the outside. You got a 3rd and 3 for Washington. Hopefully they can get a touchdown out of this drive in the red zone and not a field goal. It's really not what they need. You would like to see them punch it in here. You definitely would like to see them punch it in on this one. You know, you definitely would like to see them punch it in. You gotta, it's a toss out to Gibson. He don't get the first. I mean, I don't like the call. I don't like the call. Looked like a run, and they ran it. Again, Eric Bieniemy on short distance is just horrible, man. It's just a horrible play caller on short distance. Horrible play caller on short distance. Horrible play caller. Going to have a 4th and 1. I don't know why they're going for it, particularly. I mean, I would have took the field goals, a 3-3 ball game. I mean, wouldn't surprise me if they don't get it. This is what you do when you in shotgun on the 4th and 1. We talk and don't get it. Don't get it. Again, in shotgun and 4th and 1. I mean, I don't understand it. If he's done it all season, it hasn't worked all season. This is why Eric Bieniemy is, to me, not a good play caller. This is why. 4th and 1, 3rd and 1, all season long, he's in shotgun on 3rd and 1, 4th and 1. It's just, I mean, it's terrible. It's terrible. On the 3rd down, you act like you wanted to pass it. You ran it. I mean, on the obvious run. This is why I believe I say because he's tossing games. I'm just going to call it like I feel it. I feel like Eric Bieniemy is tossing games. This is why. This is why. And until I see different, that's just what I feel. I just don't see it as being anything worth having. It's terrible. Terrible play call on 4th and 1 as usual out of Eric Bieniemy. F. Because of Eric Bieniemy. Great drive outside of Eric Bieniemy's play call. As usual. As usual. Great calling outside of Eric Bieniemy's play calling. As usual. You know. As usual. You know. As usual. So, again, Eric Bieniemy and his play calling has cost the Redskins another down for sure. It has cost them. So it is what it is. You know, it is what it is. You know. Yeah, so I mean, I just don't get it. Erg enemy on a 3rd and 1. I just don't get it. Same old thing from Erg enemy. Stafford back to pass, looks to the right. He has plenty of time. He slings his sidearms. It looks like a catch from Tyler Higbee over Cameron Kerr, who got beat. No pressure. It's definitely a catch. Definitely a catch from Higbee. Run up the middle. Just insane. Stafford, man in motion, cup in motion, looks, throws it out to Williams, who was tackled 1 yard short of the first. We had a 3rd and 1 for the Rams. And let's see how the Rams set up. Let's see how the Rams set up. They are under center, ironically. 3rd and 1, they are under center. We the only ones that do shotgun in the 3rd and 1. They are under center. Hands it off, under center, first down, Rams. I don't understand why we just refuse to do that. Just don't get it. This is why I say Bieniemy is a horrible play caller. This is exactly why I say that. Exactly why I say Bieniemy is a horrible play caller. 3rd and 1, get under center, hand it off. He refuses to do that, literally. So for me, he's a horrible play caller. F. I don't care what he claims to be. I just don't see it. I haven't seen it this year. Man in motion, back to pass. It's a swing route to Cooper Kupp. It's a tackle. Rams are moving. Rams are on the move. Tackled by Khalil Hudson. Barton, who is terrible. Horrible pickup for the Redskins this year. I don't know. I think the ownership is tanking, meaning the Washington ownership. Washington has won 1 game against the Patriots since Sweat and Young has left the building. And it just seems that Matthew Stafford, first 10 attempts, 10 for 10. Move the ball up and down the field. Kyron Williams with the handoff. Tackle after a first down. Rams are 1-3 this year without Kyron Williams, and are missing 12 points virtually, close to 100, over 100 total yards and more. So I just don't see it. Houston is 8-6 this year after winning 16-9. Case Keenum actually played in place of the rookie. Hand off to Williams again. He gets a first down. Looks like he fumbled. Recovery. Kittle Fuller. Is that a Redskins football? It might be a turnover for the defense. Is that it looks like, we might got a turnover. Let's see what we got. That is a fumble caused by Cameron Kerr. Sorry. That was caused by the second year player, the safety, 35. I normally can remember his name. I'm just Not on my game today. I'm still reeling off of this. That Eric Bieniemy third down. I mean, I just can't believe. Same old, same old. Went for it and did not get it. Well, we got a turnover. I'm gonna say so for that drive. I mean, you got to get an A plus because they didn't score any points, and you got the turnover. Even though they did drive the ball pretty well on that drive. Um, so I mean, but it is a double-edged sword. You got to give them credit for getting the turnover. Got to give him credit for getting the turnover, and it looks to be a turnover. I do not think that I do think Kyron Williams was still up when he fumbled the ball. I do think he was up. Yes, I do. This looks to be a great play by the Washington Redskins. An amazing play, in fact. Looks to be an amazing play. Shout out to everybody out there listening in. This is the Nature Sports Podcast. Big Son, ETA Money Row, Uptown Vito, Point B. Get the guys in at some point in time today. And we're going to keep on rolling with it. So, yeah, it looks to be a fumble to me. Yup. The ball was out. Ball was knocked out. That is a fumble for sure. That is definitely a fumble, Washington Redskins. That is definitely a fumble. Definitely a fumble. Piercy Butler on the fumble, on the forced fumble. So please forgive me. I ain't on my game today. So Dallas down to the Buffalo Bills. 7-0 out there. Sam Howell with the handoff to Antonio Gibson up the middle. He gets about 4 on the run. Got it down to a third down. This is a low scoring first half for the Washington Redskins, unlike we've seen all year. Got a 3rd and 5 on this one. I just don't, with Eric Bieniemy, I just don't. I mean, I want to speak up for. I just don't know what he's doing out there. I mean, 3rd and 1, 4th and 1s. I mean, these shotgun sets is just, and these runs where it looks like a run, it's just horrible. On 3rd down conversion, 1 of 4. Average yards to go 6.5. So you getting the short 3rd downs. It's just you're not doing anything with it. He throws it shotgun 3rd and 5. It looked terrible. Got to throw the ball. They knew exactly what we were doing. They knew exactly what we were doing. They blitzed up the middle on the 3rd and 5. Could not execute the screenplay. They were ready for it. They were ready for it. They were ready for it. Sam Howell threw it away as he should because it was a guy right there waiting for the screenplay. They knew exactly what we were doing. Just not impressed with Bieniemy's play calling. Punt from Tressway down to the 48-yard line of the Rams. I just don't. I mean, I don't know what Bieniemy's doing out there. I just don't get it. I just don't get it. So far, Redskin drive so far has been 3 plays, 3 and out on the first drive. We got the ball first. The Rams took the ball, 11 plays, 77 yards, and they ended with a field goal. Us, 13 plays, 63 yards. We didn't go for the field goal. We ended up trying to go for it on 4th and 1, and then jumping in shotgun. That's when we lost it. The Rams fumbled. Fumbled on that drive, and on this last drive, we went 3 plays and out. Again, 2 3-and-outs, and then one 13-play drive in which it ended in a turnover on downs. Thanks to not running the ball on 3rd and 1 and 4th and 1. I mean, if it's anything that has been my pet peeve for the whole year for this team, it's 3rd and 1, 4th and 1, not getting it on shotgun. That has been the pet peeve of the year thus far. You got to find a way to get better at that. And thus far, this has come back to bite Bieniemy again this season. 3rd and 4th and 1. Bieniemy feels the need to go for it for whatever reason. Not go for it, but go, set up in shotgun during those times. I'm flabbergasted by it. Just don't get it. Don't see how it benefits. Don't see how it pretty much does anything of any positive note. Just can't see it. Can't see it. Don't know how. Don't know why. Can't see it. We got to figure this out, Washington. And again, y'all know I have my notions. You know I have my theories. You know I have my understanding as to what's going on. And from my perspective, my personal understanding as to what's going on is I think they tanking. I think Josh Hurst group, I just don't believe that they want to win. I just don't believe that they want to win, because then you would have to get better effectively. And especially coming in. So if you start this season coming in and you won 8, 9, 10 games, they're going to say, oh, he got a good team coming in the gate. And so, Josh Hurst, we should get better, and we got worse. So I think it's some public relation stuff going on with the tanking, as well as, you could call it for draft picks. You can call it whatever you want to call it. But I think that there has been instructions from ownership to tank. That's just my own personal opinion. It's not nothing somebody told somebody or that I overheard or any of those things. It's just something that I feel based on what I'm seeing on the field. With multiple 3rd-and-1s, 4th-and-1s, you're going for it. You're just doing things that are ill-advised. You're not going for it, but you're in shotgun during these times. You're doing things and sets that are just totally ill-advised. For any football fan or player or whatever, it's just really bad football, really bad coaching. And so I think that those is based on instructions from the ownership. That's just my own personal opinion. That's just me. I think Josh Hurst is $6 billion in the hole, and he ain't seeking to spend any more money. And if you have a winning season or you're just on the cusp, you probably should, you're probably going to have, cough up a few dollars, which I don't think he intends on doing. So I think we're in really dangerous territory, and I think the Redskin fans should speak. You got a 3rd down. He's back to pass. Throws it. It's a 1st down for Cooper Kupp, and he looks like they're approaching field goal territory down at the 40-yard line. So I really don't see where this team spends any money because of the ownership group. I just don't feel like Josh Hurst was the right person to own the team. That's just my personal opinion. That's not the opinion of the whole group, and that's not, everybody within
the Nature Sports family have their own opinion on that. Mine is I don't think he was the right person to own the team because of the price tag. I just don't feel like he had the money. I feel like he's going to spend his whole tenure trying to get out of the hole and not trying to win games. Got a reverse for the Rams. He's out to the 40, the 30, the 20. They're in field goal range after all of that. Washington got a turnover, produced 3 and out of the turnover. You got deep in the Rams territory. You produce no points, not even three, not even three. So I mean, with those wasted possessions and those wasted opportunities, I'm not sure how you stay in this game against a Rams team that it's at this point right now real desperate. You know, they're trying to stay in the hunt in their own division. You know, because for whatever reason we stopped playing, they haven't, which I do respect out of McVay. Hands it off up the middle, gets about 5 on the play, 4 on the carry. So that's just my thing. So all smiles over there for Jacoby Brissett, all smiles over there for everybody. But I'm not sure Redskin fans are smiling. You know, it's all smiles for everybody but the Redskin fans. That's my whole thing. Man, Cooper Cup in motion, fakes the handoff, fakes the pitch, and hands it off to Atwell. Looks like a tackle by Martin on the play. Sorry, Puka Nakua on the curry, not Tutu Atwell. They wear the old number, same number. Throws it, Nakua, oh no, the cup catches it down at the 2 yard line. Another third down and long, in which the beat Khalid. Why is Khalid Hudson ended up on I mean just matchup. Khalid Hudson he's a tackle on the first down. I would like to see Payne and Allen a name get called once in this game. I mean, because we haven't heard much from them either since Young and Sweat have been gone. You know, haven't heard much from them either. Man in motion, fakes the handoff, throws it out of the back of the end, the wheel, threw it away. Threw it away. You got a third and go on this one. Man in motion, hands it off. Touchdown, Rams. Right up the middle. Where's Payne and Allen at? Where's Payne and Allen? That's who you opted to keep. Where were they at? Nowhere.
Okay, we got Big Son. Let's get Big Son on in here. Get Big Son in the building. Get Big Son in the building. Got Big Son in the building.
What it do? What it do?
What it do, Big Son? Got Big Son in the building. So, what you think
Yeah,
so far? What
yeah.
you got? What you got so far?
Oh boy, it's been a day. Sitting back, looking at everything and looking at how everything has went. I can credit the defense with a better grade, maybe than I've given them all season. Uh, they held the Rams to 10 points first half so far. Offense got the ball. We created some turnovers. But to me, the offense. I mean, you guys had 20 offensive snaps so far. It doesn't look like it. You know, it look like the same old to me. We're not scoring points. We can't get the ball in the end zone. Uh, what's my guy's name? Robinson is not playing today, so we getting a heavy dose of Gibson. But I honestly think you got two fumble artists in Gibson and Rodriguez, so why not use both of them and use their strengths? Like they just use Gibson out the backfield. Gibson
Mm.
basically, he caught that. That's a catch. Gibson basically just caught the ball out the backfield, but they called it a no catch. But in my eyes, he caught that. Ron Rivera's throwing a flag on that. Honestly, I probably wouldn't have threw the flag on that play. It was only like maybe 4 yards or so. Probably would have kept that flag in, but my grade today for the defense is pretty high. Probably about had not they given up that touchdown just now, I probably would have gave them an A+. I'll give them a B right now for the defense. Offense, F all across the board. I'm just sorry. I'm not saying what I want to see from the offense. It's just horrific.
Yeah, I agree with you there. The 3rd and 1. It was. I mean, for me, it's the fourth. I mean, sorry, the 4th and 1 in
Yeah.
shotgun again. In shotgun again. It literally hasn't worked all season. We've talked about it in the media. We've talked about it all over the place. And and so the fact that he did it again, same old. Then I mean, it shows the enemy's ineptitude. That's
It
it shows
shows
the enemy's
it
ineptitude.
shows the enemy's ineptitude and it shows the immaturity of Sam as well a little bit. The guy's right in front of your face. If you pump fake him, sidestep him back, you got the whole field right there, and the guy's open. He's already ahead of the first down sticks. Like the enemy is not calling the right plays, and sometimes Sam is not saying the right stuff on the field. Like Sam, we giving you a whole season now, my guy. There's certain things that you have to uh, be tuned in with to be a good quarterback in this league. And plays like that, giving a little pump fake side step, your man wide open. He had his man beat by like 4 yards. He's wide open. So that's easy money, And the enemy, you got to stop lining up and going on 4th and 1 doing shotgun. Do the push. It's easy money. Do the push, bro. 1 yard. It don't take much for 1 yard. Even if you turn around and hand it off to your fullback, it's 1 yard.
Yeah, the
You
Rams had
know,
the 3rd and 1. They lined up on the center, handed it to their back, and got the first down easy. I'm just trying to figure out.
why go shotgun
Right.
on on a 4th and 1?
Yeah. I saw the Rams. I specifically looked for it. I said, well, it's the Rams first. For the 3rd and 1, let's see what they do. Right up on the center, handed to the back. So I just don't understand why it's taking us, so
And the
much.
Rams and the Rams have a coach that we know very well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
A very good offensive minded coach. He knows what he's doing. He was a coordinator here, but didn't get to call plays under Gruden. But he was a coordinator here. He may have called plays maybe 4 games out of his career being a coordinator under Gruden. But the Rams obviously seen the good in him and selected him to be their head coach. He's a pretty darn good head coach, if you ask me.
absolutely, absolutely. Um, I don't know, B enemy. I'm just not in support of B enemy right now. I can't even lie. I'm not in support of the offense. I'm not in support of his offense. I think, of course, like I said, my own theories. I think they're tossing games at the ownership's request. Because much of what he's doing is ill-advised. It's
Yeah, I
ill-advised.
mean, you can kind of tell that, lining up a shotgun on 4th and 1, that's obvious.
Yeah, yeah,
You can't get no more obvious than that
yeah, yeah, yeah.
because the plays that I've seen out of Eric Bieniemy's offense was way more calculated and routine play. You know, from when he was with the Chiefs. I'm just saying.
I agree.
It was way more calculated, more routine plays to get people open, and people were actually that should have been a helmet to helmet hit, but they're not gonna call it more than likely. They probably don't even show it again on McLaurin. Um 4 for 4. I mean offense, I
Stinks.
mean,
The offense stinks.
it's just bad. It's a cesspool.
Yeah, the offense stinks right now. The offense stinks.
And they've given these people another chance to score. They got 1 minute and 49 seconds. Stafford's been slinging the ball all over the field.
They called it a catch. You went for it. They called it a catch. You got to make the play, though. You got to make the play. Who's that? McLaurin over the middle? Gibson? Samuel? Gibson, McLaurin? Yeah, that was McLaurin. You got to make
Yeah,
that
that was
play,
McLaurin.
McLaurin. You got to make that play, McLaurin.
Yeah, it's a lot of inconsistencies. Like, we talk about the fact that McLaurin wasn't getting the ball and all of that. Okay, now you're getting the ball. You know, so when you get a chance to get the ball after not getting the ball all this time, you got to do something with it, McLaurin. Like,
Yeah, it's
come
pretty
on, bro.
bad.
We
It's pretty
needed a
bad.
score before the half. We got the ball first, so they're going to get the ball again. I didn't get nothing. 3 points, 7 points, no safety, no nothing. The whole first half.
Yeah, very disappointed in what I'm seeing out of this offense. Very
I don't know.
disappointed in what I'm seeing. Very disappointed in what I'm seeing
Yeah,
out of
from
this
my
offense.
standpoint, this is ugly as it gets.
Yeah. And see, and my thing is this: we need to know if these are the instructions of ownership, or is it if y'all doing this, because of your whatever. We need to know where this type of play is coming from, because I don't see the same enthusiasm that we saw in the beginning of the season. I don't see the same play calling we saw the first 3 games. I don't see the same of nothing. So is it that you baited us in as fans to make us believe that you wanted to win, or are you really trying to win? I mean, what's the deal here? You know?
Yeah, I gotta agree with you. The first 3 games of the season and the Philadelphia games were called way different than what we are seeing right now. This
Yeah.
is like very, very low competition level game being called. I mean, Sam Howell was 6 for 14, 52 yards. Meanwhile, Matt Stafford is 12 for 13, 110 yards. Like, make it make sense. Their running back already has almost 70 yards rushing, 11 carries and a touchdown. McLaurin has 1 reception, 24 yards. There's 22 plays, 91 yards to the Rams, 31 plays, 190 something yards total that they had in the first half. I mean, I'm not getting it.
Yeah, I must agree with you there. I agree with you. I mean, I just don't see the passion. I don't see the enthusiasm. I mean, it's hard to know what's going on out there. It's really hard to tell what's going on out there. You know, it's really hard to tell what's going on out there. And we can say whatever we want about what the problem is or ain't. I know one thing. At this time last year, our record was much better than this.
Yeah,
I know that much.
and our defense was too.
Yeah. So,
That's another thing. My mom was just here. She asked me, "Does the owner still come to the game?" I said he's probably not showing up as much, or if he's there, they're not showing him as much because the fan base is really upset with him.
right.
You
I
know,
agree.
and they got every right to be. You
Of
waste your
course.
whole Sunday, your whole Thursday, your whole Thanksgiving, your
Well,
evening, like on a day like today. If you on the East Coast, you're wasting your evening. If you're on the West Coast, you still got some day left. Some daylight left to be like, okay, I can do something else. But you basically waste your whole evening away. Putting your time into this team that sold you a dream, and you get nothing in return but a smack
yeah,
in the face. You
yeah, I
know,
agree.
and that's disrespectful. Oh, fumbled again. They just got the ball back. Redskins just recovered the ball. Cam Curl got the ball. He received the ball on the fumble.
Cameron Curl's having a good game today.
I
Cameron,
I cannot tell you who grabbed the same guy again. Williams. He fumbled again. Kyron Williams fumbled again. 12 carries on 81 yards though. First half.
yeah,
That's
at least they
ridiculous.
running the rock.
St. Jude need to pop out.
At least they running the rock.
They
We
definitely
won't do
doing that.
that. We won't do it. We won't do
And
that.
to me, we got two guys that can run the rock back there. Brian Robinson definitely can run the rock, but Gibson and Rodriguez can tote the rock. We've seen them. Yeah, they fumble, but they know how to tote the rock. They
Yeah,
fumble, you know, run the ball.
I mean, the fact that it don't seem like we trying to win games is my issue with more than anything. Oh, he definitely did fumble. Cameron Curl with the recovery. That was definitely a fumble.
Oh my goodness, what, bro? We got a minute and some change. Well, it's under a minute now. They drop back and throw the ball to the flat. Like this is not making sense.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm
This is not
saying.
making sense.
That's my issue with it. Those are my issues with it.
There's a lot of dinking and dunking routes being called. There's no shots to go downfield. Like go downfield. All right, they keep getting beat. Make them earn their paycheck. Make them give Sam Howell 4 to 5 seconds, 4 seconds at least. That's all they should need. 4 seconds
Yeah, I
to get
agree.
the ball downfield. That should be more than enough time.
I agree.
3rd and 10. 1 and 6 on third down conversion. They blitz it. Sam Howell gets sacked. Sam Howell gets sacked. They just sucked
And
everybody. At some point, this line has to take accountability for what went on this season as well.
I agree.
Like, what are
Yeah,
y'all doing? Everybody go rush to one side and pick up a guy and leave Gibson by himself. A lineman should have been helping Gibson. What type of play calling is that?
yeah, I agree. I agree with what you said though. At some point in time, this line has to take accountability, or somebody needs to take accountability as to who put this line together.
But my thing is, y'all starters, y'all get paid.
Yeah,
Y'all get paid. Y'all get paid to play this game. Y'all don't. Ain't nobody no second string out there. I mean, you may be second string with another team, but on this team, you first string. So you got to play like a first stringer.
So after 2 turnovers, you got 2 straight 3-and-outs.
2 straight 3-and-outs. And it was 2 fumbles at that by the same guy.
After you got 2 turnovers resulting in 0 points. How you gonna win like that? You
Oh,
got.
my good. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness.
Hmm.
Then they just hit, what's the name? Helmet. The helmet. They ain't even call that. The guy rushed straight down. Watch when the play come up. He dove straight down in the Tressway head. Helmet to helmet, no call. Tressway is on the ground. He dived and hit Tressway in the helmet.
In this half, right? In this half, you have 3-and-outs.
Oh, no. He pounced on him. He pounced on him. He didn't have to do that. Tressway was already on the ground. That should have been unnecessary roughness. The way he just pounced on Tressway. Tressway was already on the ground.
You got
Wow.
you got 3 plays for 6 yards on 3 out of the 4 drives in this half. 3 out of the 4 drives, they've been 3 plays, 3-and-outs for 6 yards. And 3 out of the 4
Your
drives
most promising drive, you blew that up on a 4th and 1 from shotgun.
from shotgun. Yeah.
And sometimes, like RG3 did when we was 3-6. And I always go back to this because a lot of times people say, you know, the owners and all that, the coaches want you to take. The players is on the field. You can want me to do whatever. But my spirit is a winner. I ain't no loser.
Yeah. Oh my
You
goodness. So
can't
the
pay me to
Rams,
lose.
so the Rams,
If
so the
I
Rams,
lose, I
so the
lose. But you
Rams,
can't pay me to
so the
lose.
Rams get the ball basically back on the 11-yard line after the bad snap.
And an unnecessary roughness on a defensive player. Because the way he came down on Trustway like that shouldn't have been allowed.
Mm-mm-mm. And that's reverse pick, Chessman. It's. I mean, how
I mean,
worse
a
could
lot
it
of this is
get?
reverse pick. I was talking to a friend of mine. He was like, what do you think about reverse? I was like, he's trash. Said he's trash. He was like, nah, he's a military man. He's a leader of men. I don't care what he's the leader of. I don't care what he did. As a head coach, he's trash.
What makes him the leader of men, though? I always ask people that. What
Because
makes
he's
him a
stern.
leader?
He's a stern loser in my eyes.
Yeah, stirring with what?
Stern with losing. Every time that man had a winning season, anywhere he went, what'd he do? The next 2-3 years, lose.
Mm-hmm.
Lose. Ain't no anywhere he went because it was only 2 places, Carolina and here, as a head
Mm-hmm.
coach. I don't know what he did before that.
Mm-hmm.
But like I keep it real and when I see a loser at heart.
Yeah.
His
Yeah.
greatest season, he lost the Super Bowl.
Yeah. I mean, the thing with Rivera that struck me in the beginning is most of his seasons he has lost. It has ended up as a losing season. That's the first thing. That's just what it is. Most of Rivera's season has ended up as a losing season as a head coach. Most of his seasons. That's been the result of him as a head coach. Secondly, Rivera took the job here in Washington without having a GM. So I'm not sure that he was really concerned about winning. Because if I'm concerned about winning, I really want to know who's going to be my GM because that's very important in that. Rivera didn't seem concerned about that. So to me, winning and losing really wasn't on his scale anyway. You know, that's just the way I see it. Bills up 14-0 on the Cowboys.
Yeah, I seen that.
9 minutes left in the second. You know.
Okay, I mean the defense, like I said, man, the defense is playing solid. They've been put in a bad position in 3rd and 10. They got a chance to stop these people to and hold them to a field goal.
Which would be amazing. That would
Ron
be amazing.
Rivera's head coaching record 76-76-1.
Mm.
Horrific. Horrific, bro.
He's
That
literally
is
500.
horrific.
He's literally
Like, bro,
500.
you had 153 games, bro. And you at 500. You ain't above, you ain't under,
And
you
you
at
have a 15
500.
and you have a 15-1 season. And you have a 15-1 season. They went 15-1 in that Super Bowl season. So that
Garbage.
tells you.
Garbage. With the Redskins, he's 26-36-1.
He's 10 games below 500 with the Redskins.
Make it make sense. Why is
He
he
doesn't
still
know what
here?
he's doing. That's
Why is
what
he
it is
still
to
here?
me. He's not really still here. He's just tossing games, in my opinion. Him and Bieniemy together tossing games. Del Rio didn't want to toss the games. That's why I
All
feel
right,
like
that's
Del
both
Rio
the
was
chance.
out there.
Flag where? Hold. Better not be no roughing the pass or none of that. Better not be in the secondary neither. They pointing here, there, everywhere. Roughing the passer. Are you
Mm,
serious after what just happened?
mm, mm, mm,
Roughing the
mm,
passer?
mm, mm,
No.
mm, mm, mm.
He dove above the knees. He wrapped up above the knee. Oh, that's bull. That's bull. That's bull. After what just happened to Trustway, that's bull.
Mm,
I don't agree with the call.
mm. This is terrible. All the Washington fans out there.
This touchdown right here, fellas, ladies and gentlemen. Why should I call it? Telling y'all. Touchdown coming up. Unless they called another timeout. Try to get it in the end zone. I think they did, yeah. 17 seconds. It's touchdown.
Yeah, I disagree with the roughing the passer. Who they call it on? Allen?
On Payne.
See
Now
there?
Trustway is going to the back. Now that should have been
Right.
a roughing. Well, unnecessary roughness because you can't rough when the play is in that after that when he didn't kick, but that should have been an unnecessary roughness call that wasn't called. Barton turnaround. You over there talking like you know what you're talking about. Where's
Yeah,
Jamin Davis?
that's what I'm saying. I
Why
mean,
is he even out there?
Payne and Allen, especially Payne on that play. I mean,
Oh
come
no.
on.
Oh no, sir. Y'all must thought he was a
Well, he
dummy.
didn't get it on the first
Yeah.
down.
Yeah,
Two here
Call
with the
another
good motor.
timeout, try to call another play. Or you better keep that field goal because that's our best bet. Yeah. Good work. Good work,
Two here
Henry.
with the good motor.
I mean not Henry Jones. Good work, Jones. Jones blew that play up right there. He made that play happen. Good work, Jones.
Yeah. Trashway going to the tent.
That's what
Like
I'm
you
saying.
said.
No,
Yeah.
they got Trust. No, they got Trust Weight walking in the back.
Right,
He in
that's
the
what I'm
back.
saying. In the back. Sorry, he going to the locker room.
Yeah.
So we don't have a punter right now. So we basically gonna go for everything and don't get it in the second half. That's basically where we locked in at.
Crazy. Oh, they threw it up. No, sir. No, sir. Good play, Juice. Good play, Juice. They tried to beat you in that one-on-one cover. I can't give Juice that, though.
Yeah.
There ain't too many people that's going to beat Juice like that. Not no one-on-one like that. Not no matchup like that on the fade route. I can give him that. He turned around, too. He right there with him, stride for stride.
Yeah.
Good work, Juice. That's what I'm saying. Defense, y'all might get an A+ from me today. The way they've been doing y'all.
Yeah, defense playing better. Defense playing better this week. Defense playing
It looked
better.
like the rest really helped the defense out this week. They only up 13-0. This is still a game.
As bad as this offense is played, they only up 13-0. That is a feat. I will give you that.
And
That is a
y'all
definite feat.
had so this my birthday was Monday. Y'all played 2 weeks ago, right?
Yeah.
Y'all had 2 weeks off. Y'all had from the last time y'all played, y'all was off last week. So with me, y'all probably didn't do no practice or none of that.
Mm-mm.
You know what I'm saying? Last week. Then y'all came back to work this week. You get your practice in and start up everything. Y'all had a week off, bro. Y'all ain't played in 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Offense, this what y'all look like?
Terrible. 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 3
And
seconds
y'all
left.
think players want to stay around here and play for this. You know what I'm saying? I don't care how much you pay me. You're not going to pay me to lose.
And yeah, and then another thing is y'all get mad when either Chase Young or y'all feel like Martez Sweat took a shot. So who cares? Look at your record. You ain't won. You won one. You were 1-5 or 6 in the last 7 games. They should be taking shots. They don't play for you anymore. Yes, they took a shot. Get used to it. They should take plenty of shots. Y'all traded them as if they were the problem.
Mm-hmm.
And now we're the we ain't won since they left. We're the problem. It wasn't them. So yeah, y'all keep being up in arms, all the Redskin Nation up in arms every time they say anything. They should be saying a lot more than what they're saying now. I'm surprised. I would have said a lot more than this. I would have went ham and said, "Oh, that losing organization." Every time they ask me about it, I'd be like, "What you mean that losing organization?" I mean, I could. He ain't lying.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so let's, instead of getting mad, win some games. I don't care nothing about the draft position because we done had number 2 overall pick, number this overall pick, and it's amounted to nothing. It has not
Chase was
amounted
the
to anything.
number 2 overall pick.
Yeah, right,
Trent Williams was the top 10. Matter of fact, he went number 10.
right, right. So yeah, I don't care about draft position. Win some games. That's what I care about.
Win playoffs.
Yeah,
That's some
yeah,
games. We need to win
yeah,
some playoff games around here.
yeah,
Possibly win a
yeah.
Super
I
Bowl.
agree.
If y'all
I'm
ain't doing that, I don't want to hear nothing y'all talking about.
gonna tell you something. Kobe Bryant. I'm gonna see if I can pull it up too. Because Kobe Bryant said something real deep. He basically said, and I'm going to summarize it, is Kobe Bryant basically in a nutshell said, hey, no offense to whatever type of Laker fans, but we only put up one type of banner around here. That's a championship. We don't care nothing about division titles. We don't care nothing about comp. I don't care about those. It's one
It's
banner we
irrelevant.
care about over here. And that is what Redskin football is. I can tell you after the 86 season, when we went to the NFC Championship and lost to the Giants, the Redskin fans were pissed off. After a NFC champ, that's how it used to be around here, and that's really what Redskin football is. It's Super Bowl or bust every year around here. And until we get some people in the organization that and it doesn't matter with just the Redskins. That's how it is with the Wizards, the Mystics, the Capitals, the whoever you want to name. It's Super Bowl, it's championship or bust around here. Period.
Yep. If you ain't doing that, ain't no respect being shown on this side.
At
Straight up.
all. At
And that's the
all.
way I carry it. And I've been holding back, you know, not because of our show, um, maybe more so not trying to stick it to the fan base and the organization. But I'm not holding back no more. I'm sick and tired of this, bro. Like, I'm 39 years old. And for most of my life, we've been losing. And I've been a fan since I can remember. I've been a fan since I vaguely remember the '87 bowl, '87 '88 joint, but I remember that '91 joint.
Mm-hmm.
I was old enough that I remember that joint, the last one that we won. I vaguely remember. I really remember that joint. So it's to see what we've become now and see what the fans have been accustomed to all these years. It's sickening. You know, people want to say, "Oh, all y'all got is 3 bowls." There's some teams out here ain't got one. We
I
did it in the
told
era of dominance, though, when we was doing it. We was going to championships. We was winning playoffs games. We was going to the playoffs on the regular. You know what I'm saying? That's what we used to around here. We used to getting chips.
yeah, I agree. I
We're not
agree.
used to this. People may say, "Oh, y'all been losing all these years. That's what y'all used." No, that's what y'all used to.
Yep. Yep.
Y'all want to see that because, see, at one time, it was just 3 teams that was doing it like that. It was the Niners. Well, no, I'm not even gonna say the Niners because the Niners wasn't when we was in the '80s. The Niners wasn't doing what we was doing in the '80s. The Niners came along, started doing what they was doing in the '90s. They weren't doing what we was doing in the '80s. You know, so it was only a few teams out there that was scrapping and getting them championships like that. You know, so and we were one of them teams. I think we had two. We had two in the '80s and one in the '90s. But that was almost like a 10, no, like a 9 year span where we was doing nothing but going to the playoffs, getting in the playoffs, going to NFC championships. You know, we I come from an era that never lost to Dallas in the playoffs. You feel what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
We never lost a game to Dallas in the playoffs. All that regular season, yeah, y'all can talk to yeah, it sound good, but playoffs is really what matters. We never lost to y'all in the playoffs. That's where we come from. We don't come from this modern day, excuse my French, sucker shit that y'all on. And that's why a lot of real diehard fans be pissed because we don't come from that. This is what y'all modern day era fans come from. Watching the mob lose, watching them get beat up by Dallas. Watch Dallas put uh, big money on their head. Watching the Eagles put big money on their head. We was punishing the Eagles back in the day.
I agree.
So just now, I'm just not holding no more punches. I'm tired of it.
I
It is
agree.
what it is at this point. If you suck, I'm saying it like it is. Ron Rivera, you suck. Eric Bieniemy, your play callers suck.
Yeah, I give him an F. It's a flat out
Harris,
F.
Harris, you suck as a owner. I'm sorry, bro. You suck as an owner. You don't know what you're doing at all. You don't know what you're doing. Cause see, what I want to do is go back to the Redskins '99 season and see what they look like, and see is there anywhere near as bad as this team
No,
here
that
is.
99, that
No,
99 team went to the
no, that
playoffs.
'99 team, that the
Yeah,
year Dan Snyder took over, we went ten
yeah,
and six. Y'all bitch
yeah,
ass man, let me, bruh, we
yeah.
went 10 and 6, and y'all sucking niggas up here accepting this his first season because this is his first season. I don't want to hear that.
Thank you.
We went 10 and
Thank
6
you.
our first season. with a new owner.
Yeah.
Vinny
Yep.
Serrano was a GM.
Yep.
That
Yep.
everybody ain't like old Vinny. They say
Yep.
Vinny was trash. But was Vinny not the one who brought Santana Moss here?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Serrano made some decent moves. He made some bad ones too, but he made some decent moves over the years. I will say that.
Yeah, he
Serrano made
made
some decent
more.
moves.
He made more decent moves in my eyes than bad.
The problem with Serrano is he wasn't really a GM. He was a scout that they probably moved up a little too quick. Same thing with Zorn. And people talk trash about Zorn, but Zorn was 6-2 when he started with us. People forget that. The first 8 games of Zorn career here, he was 6 and
Six
2.
and two.
Yeah, so we lost to Pittsburgh on a Monday nighter with Carlos Rogers. If he intercepts the ball and hit him right in his chest, he jumped the route, hit him right. If he intercepts that ball, he walks in the end zone. We definitely beat win that game against Pittsburgh, and it's all she wrote. Zorn's chemistry with the team got lost because of something that had to do with a pre-celebration with Sean Taylor, where he told them that they couldn't do whatever celebration they would do with Taylor, meaning Morris and Portis. And that's kind of where it got. But honestly, Zorn wasn't no worse than Rivera. Shanahan definitely was better than Gruden. You know, I mean,
I
Zorn.
mean,
I mean, when you look back at it, in the Snyder years, Zorn is exactly what we had the whole time. Outside of Gibbs, Gibbs got us to 2 playoff berths. He's the only coach that got us back to the playoffs twice under one regime. So that's outside of Gibbs. Gibbs was 2 for 2. He went to the
but
playoffs twice. He didn't make the playoffs twice. So you got two playoff years, two not make it. And the last year,
yeah,
who knows how far we go if Sean Taylor don't get killed in the middle of the year.
hey, we was going far that year with that
So
team. That was one of the best teams we had.
Landry and Taylor, if we could have had them on the field together, I think it would have been nasty. With Sean Springs, and I forgot who else we had at corner. I think that was a heck of a secondary. Smoot, matter of fact.
Yeah,
Smoot was the other person. Sean Springs and Smoot. I think that was sky's the limit for that team. And so if Sean Taylor don't get killed in the middle of the season, who knows where that team goes?
yep. And don't forget, who was our quarterback?
It was Brad Johnson. Oh
Todd
no, that
Collins had to play.
Todd Collins had to play because Jason Campbell got hurt.
Yeah,
Jason Campbell got hurt against the Bears. I remember the game. He got hurt against the Bears. Todd Collins won 5 straight games. Todd Collins looked really good with us too. People don't
yeah.
understand if you
We
want
lost some Seahawks.
in the playoffs, but if you go back and look at that game, Collins was sharp in that game. Collins was not scared. Collins was decent in that game.
I remember that game well.
Collins was decent in that game. So
Our first 3 seasons with a new owner, we were 26 and 22. We went 10 and 6 the first season, and 8 and 8 the next 2.
that's why I said he's not much. I mean, he ain't much different than what we've had around here. I mean, he's just not much different than some of the other stuff we've had around here.
And then, I mean, after the first 3 seasons, it started to go even down, more downhill. 7 and 9, 5 and 11. You know what I'm saying? But then I believe 2004, 2005. I think 2005 when we climbed the ladder back up because we were bad. We were good 3 years, then we were bad 3 years. Then I think 2005, if I can remember correctly, we climbed back up the ladder. We were 10 and 6 again, and that's what I'm
Absolutely.
saying. Like, we claw around here. We don't just sit down and take your land down. Like, nah, we get it together. And what y'all
Absolutely.
doing is not getting it together. Y'all just letting it hang in the balance. You know,
Absolutely.
I mean, after 2005, going 10-6, we went up and down, up and down. Even though we were on the bottom division in 2008, we were 8-8. Our division was probably the best division in football that year. Very tough division to come and play against.
Yeah. Yeah.
We won half our games at home, and won half of them. Lost half of them in the same way on the road. But the rest of the teams in the division, you played them at home. You had to come and play them. Giants were 7-1, Eagles were 62, Cowboys 62 at home. It was a tough division to come and play. If you played us, you might get us, you might not.
Washington is 1 of 7 on third down conversions, 45 passing yards, 39 rushing yards.
Horrible.
Joey Slider kickoff on the second half. Come on now.
That's horrific. I think Vito's trying to get in.
Okay, let's get Vito on in here. Okay. Get Vito in.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Wow. That had to be a busted coverage play. I don't know what went on in that play. It's a touchdown by Cooper Kupp.
Oh my goodness.
Wide open down the sideline.
Mm-mm-mm.
And it looked like Percy Butler was the man that was supposed to play him. Wow.
Mm.
No, that was Cameron Curl.
We haven't
That was
called
Cameron Curl.
Payne's Island. We haven't called Payne's name all game. We haven't called Island's name all game.
That was between Cameron Curl and Juice.
Would you trade either one of them? Would you look to trade either one of them?
Yeah. What good are they doing us?
No, I agree. I think
What
you should
good are they
trade
doing
both of
us?
them.
Like I said, you already said if you supposedly supposed to be blowing it up, blow the whole damn building.
I agree.
Level it.
I agree. I agree.
Level that damn building. That's what you plan on doing, level it. In my eyes.
Yeah.
Just like when me and Vito was talking and they got rid of Sweat. I said, you got rid of Sweat, you might as well get rid of Chase Young too. Cause they like a package. Might as well get rid of him too. And all of a sudden, not even 5-10 minutes, I was saying it, sarcastically, but not even 5-10 minutes after I sent the text, they got rid of Chase too. So get rid of them too.
That's Cameron Curl.
Jonathan Allen don't want to be here no more anyway. He
Cameron Curl, the
plays
one
like
who
he don't
left
want to
him.
be here.
Yeah, Cameron Curl, the one who left the Cooper Cup.
Yeah, that was Cameron. But yeah, bro, I don't.
Yeah, Cameron Curl, the one who left Cooper Cup on the play.
It just rubs my spirit all the way wrong. Like, and I ain't about to keep letting stuff stress me out. I got enough stress in my life, as you can see. Got a star on my eye, and that comes from stress. Not having no sleep, and bacteria, getting around your eye and all that. But like, I'm stressing up. I'm not. I'm not sitting there holding on to it no more. I'm gonna call it like I see it. Goddamn it.
Absolutely. Oh yeah, let me get Vito in here. Let me get Vito in.
Oh, Carol played last week when they played against what's the name? I don't know why we're not seeing a lot of heavy dose of Forbes, because Forbes is healthy.
Got Vito in the building.
What's up, fellas?
What's
What's
good?
up, brother?
What's going on, man?
Y'all know what it is.
Yeah, I sounded upset, man. I was just checking on y'all, man.
Oh no. I expected it. I expected it. I expected it. Again, my philosophy is they are tanking. The enemy is tanking. But that's why I can't take him as a coach. That's a little too comfortable with losing for me. And I don't trust the tanking process. That's me. Everybody's different. Some people could trust it. I don't. I've
I
seen
don't.
the
I
first
don't
round
think.
pick.
I don't think he's tanking. I don't think he can win with what he got.
I beg to
And on
differ.
top of that, bruh, you got Ron Rivera calling defense. Anybody remember the last time he called defense? What his defense was ranked? What his record was the last time he was calling defense?
He called defense. The last time he called defense was with the San Diego Chargers.
That's not the last time he called.
Oh, I don't know
When
about
he lost
anything
to
else.
Haskins, he called that game too. Carolina did the same thing to him. They gave him the last few games for him to coach as well before he got put out the building. But before that, you are correct about the last time he coached the defense.
Okay. All
But
right. Okay.
in terms of anybody leaving him in control of calling the defense at the end of a tenure of a season that they already saw that was going the wrong way, he's never completed that mission well.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
you fired the not you. I'm just saying her.
Right.
Look at
The
this. What I say, bro? Bro, watch what I'm saying. I just talked about this earlier. Sorry to cut you off, Vito. I just talked about when you said run the ball. I said, yeah, we got 2 fumble artists out there, but they know how to talk the rock. Let them run. We've been losing anyway. First play I see Christopher Rodriguez or Chris Rodriguez, whatever his name is, C-Rod, what I call him. He gets it goes for 10 yards.
Mm.
Runs like a man possessed. Watch the play.
Our special teams is our return game hasn't been good this year. I mean, on the punt tip, I think it has. Not the blocking though. It's
Oh my God. Oh Lord, they can't stop the
not the
boy.
blocking.
The boy got 18 yards on 2 carries.
I think he should get more carries too, though. I think he should get more carries too.
The enemy's play calling is just so like I can't even say retarded because that's disrespectful, but it's just
That's
dumb.
still my guy.
On a
Yeah.
4th and 1, you go line up the shotgun, bro, instead of pushing the pile.
And I don't think that
That,
I think that other teams are that much ahead than the team that we got because they have the coach that we got. The coach we got is bad. And the coach we got being bad allows the players to think that they're better or in a better situation. I'm not gonna say that they don't think that like we have really good players. But because of the coach we got, he's mediocre and he's cool with mediocre. Like Ron don't even after how many seasons has what's this the 4th year for Ron or 5th year for Ron? This 4th year for Ron, right? It's 4 years.
this
4th,
is his fourth year.
4th.
Yeah, 4th year, right? So after the first season, which was still not a winning record season, my man is not ever angry on the sideline. Anytime you come out your mouth during a playoff run and say, "Oh, I didn't even know we had a chance," I'm you're not even there. You're not even present to the job that you got. And then the new owner, the credit
Boy,
that
Rodriguez is on fire.
can't give him no credit, but I can't take anything from him because this you've inherited something that was already a little faulty in some way. Like we know it could have worked. We know it was, but bruh, good question. Do you not feel like you are punished for making mistakes like this, especially the mistakes that you continuously made year in and year out that have you in this position? You think that you punished for that?
Meaning this team are they being punished for the mistakes they've made in the past, like the
Yeah,
last couple years?
via letting go coaches before
Absolutely.
letting go players before
Absolutely.
letting go staff members before.
Absolutely.
So
I,
Big
it's
time.
not out of our visual spectrum to see this look like this. Though, do we accept it? No, I'm not telling y'all that I think that y'all should accept it or that I'm even accepting them tanking. I'm saying that this is the situation that the owners put in where winning doesn't help him in this situation. Other than for us, and not just us for fans, period, it helps the fans. But when it's a statistical year where you're not going to win, I understand where you're coming from, Ro, where it's more about the promise for the next season. And if you're going to give fans that or make the team feel like it's going in the right direction, you try to win those games even if you're out of the out of the playoff picture statistically. You still try to win those games. You do what I say. You compete. You show at least
Right.
the Giants in some of those games, even though I think their team sucks,
Oh my!
competed in games when they've had a bad, like, no quarterback, or the quarterbacks are gone and running backs gone, and they still competed in stuff like that. So
Right.
their fan base can at least still have some type of hope that they have a chance when everyone's healthy. We can have. I'm just not sure if the hope is there anymore, because we have seen this. It's like going to go see a Tyler Perry play. I'm no longer impressed because Madea is Madea, and all of the other characters are usually all the other characters. Like, if you've been to 3 or 4 Madea plays, it's not that the play isn't good.
Yeah. No, I agree. I got you.
Well, Pounds, let me tell you something about that. Trust the process. Around here, we've been hearing trust the process for the last 5 years. Name change, to Ron, trust the process. Now the new owner, now you want to say trust the process like you did in Philly? We tired of hearing that.
No.
You get
Well,
that
what
trust the process out of here.
I don't think.
process though? That's my
Yeah, ain't
whole
no
thing.
process of trust.
No, hear what I'm saying. I don't. We're basing that trust the process off of the owner's previous moves with other franchises, because our franchise asked us to do this for probably 10 years. The Jay Grudens, like, outside of Joe Gibbs, everybody was a trust the process. Rivera, trust the process. Jay Gruden, trust. We just went through 6 years of Jay Gruden. Then 4.
Yeah.
That's 10 years, y'all.
Yeah.
We're tired of trust the process because the process
Yeah.
works. That's why I was
Yeah.
saying that Josh Harris is forgiven for anything. I'm saying that we're giving him the ending. We're giving him the continual load that Snyder is supposed to have. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said we got to give him until next year. I'm not saying not to say the stuff we're saying. I'm saying we got to be on his back about the moves that he makes, because we can't accept. We can't even say, yeah, this is going to happen for 5 years. I know he's going to be bad for this money, but he's planning on doing it. We can't plan on him doing that if we stay on his back and show that we're accountable, or we're trying to make him accountable for the decisions that he's making. You don't want Bieniemy back? All right, well, guess what? I think he might have heard you, because letting go Del Rio and keeping Rivera, if you're going to fire Rivera, that means you got to bring in another coach who has to accept Bieniemy as an assistant coach. I've never heard that ever happen, that a new coach comes in with a partner, and he never met the partner before.
Right.
He got to come in and he automatically, like, I can't demote you. I just got to come in and you got to be my business partner, and I have no idea whether I even like you or not. That's
Right.
unlikely. That I think that Bieniemy is very likely to get fired because you haven't produced. It's not even about winning. You haven't even produced any points since you became the coach.
Really? He hasn't.
So your argument to try to be a head coach for the team is going to be very limited. You know what I'm saying? Even if you say, well, the roster wasn't this and that, it's going to be very limited, at least on the last half of the season. The first half, I could have argued on his side that, you know, give him a shot, give him a roster. It's very troubling to try to, like, it's because of how much losing they're doing. And again, why I say that we got to do the show so that we can keep that echo that Harris is tanking, or that the echo that he's trying to get this trust the process thing to happen again. We don't have room for that. You know what I'm saying? So if you want us to trust the process, get us a playoff team in the next year. Meaning that next year, if you don't make it, you have competed every game and gave us a shot where fans can say, all right, we just missed it because of this. Not because you were trash on the roster, you were trash on drafting, you were trash on picking a coach. Like, those things if he misses those marks, the team is gonna have to get moved. You know, it's gonna probably very likely get moved. And I was even thinking that too, because the Wizards and the Capitals moving to Virginia out of nowhere is kind of odd, because they're leaving just baseball here.
Okay, now I'm gonna say I have my view on that. I think it's a couple things. One, I think if the Redskins opt to move to Virginia as well, I think that the Washingtonians should petition the NFL, NBA, and the WNBA and let them know we no longer want those teams to bear our name because we would like to petition for our own teams. That's just me. I don't think having 3 or 4 franchises playing outside of the city is fair to any Washingtonian. That's not right.
It is
That's
not.
not right.
This
So I think that they should, if they opt to not come back to
is
DC,
Metropolitan Sports Group.
yeah,
Washington.
yeah,
Not gonna have it in Washington. Name them wherever they are.
yeah,
Maryland,
wherever they are, yeah.
United States. They can all have the thing. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I don't think that's fair to Washingtonians to have all those teams playing outside of DC and they're not paying any DC revenue, any DC taxes, any DC anything. That's pretty bad. That's not right. So I think that Washington should be very careful about what they do, especially after what happened with the Wizards and the Mystics and whatever the case may be. Even with the Wizards and Mystics, I think the Wizards should be named the Virginia Wizards and Washington should be allowed to petition the NBA for a new team. I think that's only fair. If they're not going to play in DC, that's fine. But you should be named the Virginia Wizards then, and let those residents try to petition for a team because they do have a stadium. They already have a stadium arena. It has 20,000 fans in one of the bigger arenas, so they should have an opportunity to have a team. I think with the Harris group, this is always my thing, and especially with him, with his group. His group opted to buy this team knowing it was way overpriced. That's the first thing. Y'all knew it was way overpriced. You opted to buy it anyway. So, to me, it's hard to see them spending or dropping a bag on anything or exuberant amount of coaches or players or anything like that, free agents, because they are $6 billion in the hole. Your lease is up on FedEx in 2 years. So now you have to at least at minimum put money into renovating FedEx or put money into moving FedEx. So that would put you $8 billion in the hole. I don't see how they spend a bunch of money on coaches, players, or anything else with you being $8 billion in the hole. I think,
So
because you have to pay that back because that's a loan.
a 30-year lease. It's
Um,
gonna be a 30-year lease. The country isn't gonna get any cheaper entertainment wise. If there's any fall and any less money making in different areas, that's possible. But entertainment's likely not to go down because of. I just watched it on the news of how the country is spending in a very trying time right now, and millennials are spending just as much money as they was before all of the catastrophic stuff happened, which is crazy with, if not more, with inflation gone up in pricing and stuff. So I don't necessarily think that an investment on a professional team at that amount is bad. Only because, again, if entertainment continues to go up, if they get new TV deals and different things, the revenue will make sense at some point in time, number one. Number two, if at any point in that time you can build 2 rosters within 30 years that you don't have to break the bank for, you will get a lot more in your returns during those seasons. And the last thing I would say would be if they move the team outside of where they are, if they move it to DC, especially, and Virginia, they're likely to get money from both of those states to provide the next stadium, where it may not cost the owner $2 billion.
Right. Okay. Even if it don't cost them $2 billion, he don't really have a resume for building rosters. So that's another thing where I'm like, for me at least as a fan,
At least in Philly, I don't know about the Flyers because I don't follow hockey outside the capital city. The 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 76 have had a roster, except for the seasons, even the years that they were tanking, they had players. I think that the theme, though, was to tank on purpose. So we're not sure if those teams could have done anything or not, because I think he was trying to build something bigger than the teams that just would, go mid-range or go a little lower here, not have a high enough to get the quality. And in basketball, it's far different from football, where the number one player in the draft yes, they can be busts here and there, but they're usually that much higher than the rest of the talent pool in basketball. So having lottery picks are a lot more important than having
Right.
in the NFL. So I
Right.
like understand your standpoint where I am saying that I know he's trying to get draft picks and trying to get a high. But if you look at how the last 3 weeks have gone, those teams that were first and second, or getting the first and the second pick, which was the Bears and was the Cardinals at one point, or the Bears and somebody else, the Panthers. The Panthers have stayed in their place, but everybody else has moved up, and we're moving closer and closer to the top 3.
Right. I don't care about the top 3. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't care about draft picks. That's just me, because I've seen it go bad so many times. I think it's a false reality. Draft picks are a false reality that your franchise is going to change.
Players that were complaining about people letting go today, so you can't say that, or at least you can say that. You're entitled to say that. But if you have an argument later about players that were draft picks a couple of years ago being traded, then draft picks matter. And
I haven't seen this team draft any impact players enough. And they've drafted, like, for instance, we'll take all of the top, out of all of our top 2 picks, like say top 10 picks. Out of all of our top 10 picks, Trent Williams is the only one that's really been worth it to me.
You are carrying the team because they've made you angry. And don't get
No, I'm being honest. Who has top 10 numbers?
Deron Payne and Jonathan Allen are impact players in the NFL. It is
not impact. I ain't saying impact. I said top 10 players.
First statement.
No, I said impact. No, I said it's made an impact of a top 10 player.
Trent Williams is a top 10 lineman?
Yes, absolutely. Even now, he's the top lineman in the game. Even to this day, he's widely known as the top lineman in the game.
Because of stats.
It's because of where his teams have placed.
Statistically, right? He gives up less sacks than the top left tackle in the NFL?
I believe so.
No. Go look this up, because you got to have these arguments to back it up. Because I know that we're fans of the player, but I'm trying to figure out how.
He is. He's one of the best in the game right now.
And he's been that for 10 plus years.
All that much.
He was that with us. He made multiple Pro Bowls.
He was not the top 3 tackle when he was with us.
I beg to differ. I beg to differ.
He wasn't.
The year he was with RG3, the year RG3 played, he was definitely the top tackle in the game. That year was number 1.
He knew that we all have gone over that. Just like the Eagles the first year. Nobody can stop that shit. Going into and people
Curtis Samuel. Finally, something. Sorry, y'all, breaking the action. Touchdown, Curtis Samuel. Deep pass, Field. 6 minutes, 25 seconds left in the third.
Top tackle in the game right now, PFF ranking, Trent Williams. He's literally on the cover of the joint this year. Yep.
I wouldn't say that's every year, though, brother.
Trent, Lane Johnson's number 2. Number 3 is Laramie Tunsil. Number 4 is Andrew Thomas. But Trent Williams is number 1.
Who's a third-year player? Andrew Thomas is a third-year player.
Right. I'm just saying. Trent Williams is number 1. And Lane Johnson is number 2. So that's why I say to me, as a top 10 player, at some point in time, you got to be at least number 1 or 2 in your position. At some point.
Has almost killed him, though. I'm confused on where you're thinking that we let him go. His choice was to leave because I almost died.
Well, okay. Well, let me give you a prime example. Prime example. When John Riggins came here.
I don't hear nothing about the 80s or the 70s, bro. We're nowhere near that time.
Okay, prime example. When Kyle Shanahan went to San Francisco, he got him. He definitely convinced him to come play with him. Because we said he wanted to retire before that.
Because he wasn't about to die. Are you not hearing what I just said? The former owner that had the team that screwed the team up knew this man had brain issues and everything and didn't care to kill him.
For whatever reason.
It wasn't a brain issue, bro. It was a scar tissue on his head that wasn't even cancerous.
one more time. Even still, your owner and the trainers with our team, it's ours because I like the team too. Did the man dirty. I'm confused on why you say you let him walk out the building. You treated him like shit. That's the
Okay.
franchise.
Ron Rivera let him walk out the door. Ron Rivera could have kept him here.
He don't
Okay.
pay checks. Can y'all stop saying that? Y'all are tripping. He don't pay nobody. It is
Okay.
Snyder that has
He
to
didn't
sign.
ask. He didn't ask him to stay either. He didn't try to convince him
Yeah,
to
I'm
stay
about to say,
either.
he didn't ask him to stay neither. He
He
said, if you
didn't
want
try
to
to
go, you
convince
can
him to
go.
stay.
He
Please
didn't
go
ask him to
Yeah.
back.
stay.
Please go back to Trent Williams' words himself. He was not
No,
trying
we're not talking
to
about
come
Trent
back.
Williams' words,
Yes,
bro.
you
We're
have
talking
to.
about the
He's the player.
coach wanting him to stay.
He's
Yeah.
the
He never.
All
that
right, all right, all
all
right,
are
all right.
at.
We get off Trent Williams. What about Chase
Okay.
Roulier, Brandon
Oh.
Sharif, Herb Flower? All our whole
Roulier
lot.
was
He blew that up since he been here.
Roulier had one good season on the PFF, but he's not a top center in the NFL.
No.
Brandon,
Better than what we got right now.
yeah,
Yeah.
brother. Listen, guess what? Chase Roulier had injury issues. He was going to have to retire. He's not playing for someone else right now. He
But
wanted to keep a player.
my whole point is with the draft is I don't think the Deron Payne is not a top 5 tackle right now. He's not.
Because the defense
Definitely.
is trash right now. You're not going to get ranked in the top 5 if your team is in the top 10 or top 5 of being bad.
The
You play
Giants.
good. I mean, you're a good player. Your stats should oversee that.
Have one of the top tacklers, like one of the top number tacklers in the league on defense. He's not going to go to the Pro Bowl because the Panthers are 1-10 or 1-11, 1-12. You're not going to go. Your statistics are cool, but they do not get ranked where they need to go at when your team absolutely sucks.
But
No,
either way, I
your
still
stats is
don't
what
think
your stats is, bro.
I still could pick 5 tackles better than him right now for sure. You know what I mean?
They're
So
players. If you can make them better than them if you want to for our team and before this season, because I'm not counting this season when this team was already in turmoil before this season came around. The owner wasn't here for an entire year. He had to not be in the building or anything. His wife ran the team for an
we
entire
weren't the only team that lost an owner though. So that's
and
why I'm not. We ain't the only team that switched owners.
Panthers. Where are the Panthers right now? The Panthers lost an
The
owner.
Panthers didn't switch an owner. No, they didn't. The Panthers did not switch an owner this year. No, they didn't. No, they didn't switch owners this year.
What's LA?
The
What's the
president,
Chargers record? Didn't they coach just get fired out there?
who? The
The
Chargers.
The
Chargers.
Chargers at halftime. Yeah, their coach got fired at halftime.
They didn't
What's
get
their record?
They
Aren't they a
switched.
bad team?
this
Yeah,
for a playoff team.
But Khalil Mack is top 3 in sacks.
You
They
said
might
what?
be
yeah,
a bad team, but Khalil Mack is top 3 in
yeah.
sacks.
That's real.
Can be top 3 in sacks. He's not going to go to the Pro Bowl over a good team
Yes, he
play.
is.
No,
Yeah, he
Yes,
is.
he will, bro.
Anybody else in the
Why
Yeah.
he not gonna go to the Pro Bowl?
Y'all got it. When the Pro Bowl comes
It's
up,
the AFC, bro. Ain't
when the Pro
nobody else
Bowl,
dominating like that in
when
the
the
AFC
Pro Bowl
attack.
comes
He got
around,
15.
out.
Henderson got 15 like him too. Cincinnati, what's their record? They got a winning record?
Number 1 record at the end of the season, he's probably going to get it. You say what?
Uh-huh.
You say what?
No, I say do Cincinnati have a winning record?
No.
No. They do Hendrickson, he got 15 as well.
They two
Josh
games.
Allen for Jacksonville got 13 and a half.
One or two
Those
games.
are top.
Big,
That's
big,
stack leaders.
big son.
Huh?
Middle of the pack players are going to make it. I said when you are at the bottom of the league, the bottom of the league. The Panthers are at the bottom of the league. They have one of the highest tacklers on their team. He's not going to go to the Pro Bowl because their team is at the bottom of the league. If you was the number 1 passer in the NFL at the bottom of the league, the years that Dan Marino did it, or the year that John Elway did
They
it,
got Jonathan Allen ranked number 9 at tackle.
that's top 10.
That's top 10.
They
is
got him ranked
I
at
don't see
number
where.
9.
That's you say you don't see Wibby again. Both of y'all are being super.
I say top 5. I just don't think he's worth a top 5 pick or
crazy.
top 10 pick. I don't think Allen is worth that.
Jonathan
I
Allen
don't
was
see it on the
13 though.
field.
He was 13. He wasn't top 10.
This year.
Yeah.
Not all together. You go forget about the rest of the years that he's been here. Y'all are
I
tripping.
just don't see it. I don't think he's played. I have never seen a season he's dominated.
Oh my goodness.
I haven't seen a season he's dominated.
Y'all emotional, bro, and I really feel like y'all just
I'm
got.
just being honest. Chris Jones. So you would say he's on the level of Chris Jones?
Chris Jones only had 2 or 3 good years, bro. What are you talking
Bro,
about?
you tripping, bro. You
Nobody ain't
tripping.
tripping, bro.
You tripping with
You,
that
you,
one. You
okay?
tripping with that one.
All right, all right, all right.
Chris Jones is a monster.
Chris
By
Jones
himself,
got
he don't
it.
even have no other. Name another lineman on that line, on the Chiefs line. Name another lineman.
So that's why he's good because you can't name somebody else.
I'm
What's
just,
your
yeah.
reasoning?
He faces a double team on every single play.
So that's not a stat. It's not a stat. It's
And
not
he
a stat.
beats.
It's not a
Okay.
stat. It don't go.
Uh,
It don't count for nothing. You telling me something that can't nobody else see except for film watchers. That don't count as a
Where
stat, bro.
is the flag at? He got a piece of the
You don't go
man's
to the Pro Bowl
jersey.
for how many double
Come
teams you
on, that's
get in the
holding,
season.
dog.
You go to the Pro Bowl for getting through the double
That's
teams you get to
holding.
play.
right? I'm just
He held
saying.
that
Hold
man's
on.
jersey, no flag came. Y'all not gonna tell me the world ain't see that.
I've seen him dominate games. Put it like that. I've seen games where he has been totally dominant.
Every defensive lineman in the NFL has had it. The rookie Thibodeau from the Giants, he's had dominant games. We can name a
Not
whole bunch of
Allen.
players that
Not
have had
Allen.
dominant games.
I haven't seen it with Allen.
Wow. All right. All right.
It's just a
I
new
haven't
era.
seen
It's
it.
been years when we've been
You
garbage that I've seen London Fletcher and Trey Williams go to the Pro Bowl.
You
It's just a
naming
new
all
era.
you naming Hall you name 2
Chris
Hall of Fame
Chris
players.
Jones. Chris Jones has been
You're
first
correct.
team All Pro.
Best player in the NFL.
He's been first team All Pro through 2 times.
Who?
And he's been second. Chris Jones. He's been second team All Pro 4 times.
So can't we
He
say
was a
he's
Pro Bowler. He's a Pro Bowler
above
4 times, and he's been a Pro Bowler 4 times
with the Chiefs? With the Chiefs.
with the Chiefs. Yeah, with the Chiefs. Yeah. Every year with the Chiefs from 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022. The last 5 years he's been a Pro Bowler.
The
Huh?
Chiefs not the Chiefs is his only the Chiefs not his only team, bro.
I'm just saying.
He went
He's
with
been a Pro Bowler every year for the last 5 years.
went with the team he's been winning with. When I said that when you got a running record, you get recognized. With the team before that, when they was losing, when he's with the Raiders, if I don't believe he didn't go to the Pro Bowl. Y'all forget
I
how
don't.
the NFL ran all of a sudden because y'all feelings hurt. Don't be feeling hurt.
I just know. No, it has nothing to do
No,
with feelings.
I'm stating
It
fact.
has
When we was
absolutely nothing
garbage,
to do
Trent
with
Williams
feelings.
went to the Pro Bowl when we was garbage, and so did London Fletcher
Yes, he
when we was
did. Yeah,
garbage.
You say
yeah.
what?
Trent Williams went to the Pro Bowl
Actually,
when we were garbage, and so
actually,
did
I'm
London
gonna
Fletcher.
stop
Yeah,
you. Chris Jones has
we a
only
top
played for the
5 pick
Chiefs.
when
He
we had
only played for the
London
Chiefs.
Fletcher.
He hasn't played for
When
anybody
were
else.
the Redskins a top 5 draft pick team when we had London Fletcher and Trent Williams?
Huh?
RG3. The year we drafted RG3.
We didn't have London Fletcher before that.
Yes, we did. 1 year
Yes, we
before that.
did.
Yes, we did. 1 year
Yeah,
before
we
that.
did.
He came with Greg Williams. We came with Shanahan came. That first season. He came for his rookie season.
Trent Williams was injured that season.
Chris Jones hasn't played for anybody but the Chiefs. That's the only team he's played for. He was drafted by the Chiefs in 2016. That's the only team he's played for. I just looked up his career stats.
In 2016,
Yep.
so he went 4 out of 8. Right?
Yep.
All right. How many years the Chiefs go to the playoffs before Mahomes was the quarterback?
2 years. They went to playoffs every year since Andy Reid been there. Remember, you had Alex Smith.
I know. I said that's 2 years. But for 2 years, Chris Jones was on that side and didn't go to the Pro Bowl.
He didn't, the first year he really didn't play. You could tell
Oh
because he
my
only had.
God. All right.
You looking at his number. I'm looking at his numbers. The second year he played, he had 7 sacks. He had 15 sacks the next year after that. 9, 7, 9, 15, and now he has 7 right now currently.
But he was going to the Pro Bowl with the same amount of numbers that Sweat was having, except for that 15 sack season.
He
And
got
Sweat
2
was,
sack, 15 and a half sack seasons. 2 of them.
I said one. How many 15 sack seasons did he have?
2.
2. All right. Sweat has 10 sack season.
And then he got 2 9 sack seasons too, though.
You said what?
And then he got 2 seasons with 9 sacks too.
All right. I'm saying that Sweat averages 7 every year and was not going to the Pro Bowl every year. The record in the NFL determines Pro Bowl players on top of stats. Y'all know this. I'm not making up something. I'm not trying to say that the other people are trash. I'm saying that when your team is good, a lot of other players get skipped over. It is plenty of seasons that if we take our time and go back, we can say that players should have gone to the Pro Bowl based on their season, but their record would have shown differently. You have to
Let me
bring
ask.
that real to be displayed that way.
Let
Y'all
me.
know.
But that I'm just saying, like for me at least, when we had like Darryl Green, for instance, Darryl Green was a top player.
Y'all are
You know
name
what I'm
them
saying?
all
Yeah.
players. Can y'all name a
No,
random player?
I'm saying for me, I'm saying that's what I'm saying with the way that we are paying them. The money
No,
that
the money
Allen
is
and
based
Payne
on
are
the way the
getting.
world works right now. Y'all are
No, the
confused.
money that Allen are get. Allen is a top. Both Allen and Payne are top 5 tackles in money right now.
Yes,
Both Allen and Payne. And
and
money
they
right
don't
now,
have
what
to
they're
pay help
making the
around
top
them.
5.
They
And they
do.
don't have, they had Sweating Young, and they still didn't do, was all
Bro,
right.
why do y'all keep saying that, bro? Y'all making me get loud in my building, bro. He's not good, bro. I've been telling y'all this.
Who,
Nigga,
Chase
I
or
hear
Sweat?
that all the time, bro. The Bama is lazy. I have said that since we've got him, bro.
I
Chill out, Vito,
disagree.
with that.
I
Sweat
disagree. He
was
looked good with San
I I
Francisco.
I, I agree with Vito that he's lazy.
okay.
Because we
All
had
right.
this conversation already, and I used to say
San
it all the
Francisco
time.
ain't lost
He
since he
don't
walked
like
in
to
the
get down
building.
Yes, they
in his
have,
3-point
bro.
stance. He like to stand up all the time. He don't run through plays. He don't finish plays well. I've been saying that about Chase. I've been saying that about Chase. And look at him now. Chase still at 6.5 sacks. He had 5 when he left us. He's at 6.5 right now, and Montez is at 10.
And when the last time we had a top 10 linebacker out since London Fletcher? Because you need somebody behind the line
No,
to do something.
no,
When have we had a
no, he
top
can't.
10 cornerback in interceptions since D
Top
Hall great
10?
year? Like D Hall, like that year he had like 6 or 7 or 8 picks. Other than that,
Yeah,
bro,
we
you
had
need
what's his
other
name, but he
players,
ain't the
bro. We
same
don't
who he
got that
was
shit.
back then no more.
I
Fuller,
mean,
but Fuller ain't Fuller no more.
I'm not going to
Fuller is
blame his
kind of empty
play.
to me. He's very empty.
I'm just saying, I don't view nobody on our team. I don't view no outside of Sam Howell right now. I don't really view anybody on our team as
He
being
did some shit.
Yeah, somehow,
He
like I
did
say,
some
it's a
right
lot of
shit,
players
now.
that
bro.
Sam
Right
Howell
now,
too.
he
He
leads the league
overused.
in. Right now, he leads the league in passes and passing yards. Right now,
I mean, you would too if they line up and let you throw the ball 50 times a game.
you might be right. I'm not disputing that, but I'm saying based on what I see, Terry McLaurin, I don't view him as a
And
top
how
5 player.
and look though, that's
Uh,
another glaring thing. How are you leading the league in passing and Terry McLaurin ain't got 1,000 ain't on his way to a
I
1,000-yard
agree.
season?
I agree with you there. You know, I'm with you on that. I say that's but to me that's the enemy's fault because I watched Scott Turner allow. I watched Scott Turner allow Taylor Heineke to get him the ball whenever needed. Whenever needed. So I agree with you there.
Why are they running the ball? Y'all shouldn't be running no ball. This is what I'm saying. Like, what are y'all doing on that side? You shouldn't. You let him
Yeah.
line up and throw the ball early all season. Now we down 2 possessions. Literally can win the game, and y'all sit up here
Yep.
running the ball.
Yep. I agree with you.
Pass the ball, bruh. You been Mr. Pass happy? Like, you
Yeah.
shit passing. Excuse my French. You shit passing around here, bruh.
I agree with you.
Now you want to run the ball. Pass it. Oh, Ron. What do you call a timeout for, Ron? Stay on the sideline. Oh, that
Yeah.
should have been. Oh my goodness, Terry. Terry. What a one-handed catch, bruh.
I'm
That boy
talking
is
trash. I
nasty.
talked him up, huh? I
That's
talked him up,
nasty,
huh?
bruh. That is
I talked him up,
nasty right
huh?
there.
I talked him up, huh? Talking trash about
Oh
Big
my goodness.
Scurry.
He put his
About Big
hand on there. I
Terry.
don't know if that's a catch or not. Oh no, they hit the ground, Terry. There ain't no catch. There ain't no catch. They ain't gonna give it to you. They ain't gonna give it to you,
Yeah.
Terry. It should have been a pass interference. The dude grabbed Terry hand before he caught that joint. Oh, I don't know. His upper hand came up under that joint. I don't know. I don't know. Dude was grabbing Terry hand. See, that should have been a pass interference.
Yeah.
I don't know, bro. But back to the lecture at hand, they ain't give it to him. They said
Yeah.
negative.
Again, like I said, I mean, don't get it twisted. I get it. I get what everybody's saying. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I just don't see them as top five. That should have been pass interference on Terry McLaurin, though. It should have been pass interference. It should have been pass interference.
That was clear. That was a
That
clear
should have
pass
been pass
interference.
interference. Yeah,
He
it
grabbed
should
his
have been
wrist.
pass. He grabbed his wrist. It should have been pass interference.
Because had he not grabbed Terry's wrist, that's a catch. Terry gets two hands on that ball.
Yeah,
That's a catch.
yeah. I totally agree.
But see, that's why I like, and this is to put put a dookie stain on the NFL. The NBA will go back and replay that. They saying that this happened, but we didn't call it. And if it did happen, the call comes through. But the NFL don't want to do that because it's too much set up with the NFL.
Absolutely.
It's a lot of setting up here, setting up there, so it looks a certain way. You're not going to tell me this team has been set up to be garbage, to be on the bottom of the division for the last, what? Out of last 10 seasons, we probably been on top one or two.
I agree.
That's just not how it works.
Yeah, I
If you're
totally
that
agree with that.
bad, excuse me. If you're that bad, you get competition in the building to put out that fire. But y'all just been letting the building burn for the last 10 years. And then expect us as the fans or us as the show hosts to sit here and walk happily alongside a burning building. Like we
Yeah,
don't smell it, like the ash ain't touching us.
yeah,
Like it don't affect me. Nah, I'm tired of doing that. I'm tired of doing that. And like I said, I did it for the sake of the fans, and I did it for the sake of the franchise. But when y'all showing me that y'all don't care, why should I care? Yeah,
yeah,
Chase is lazy, but when Chase came back, he ain't played the whole season. He got 5 sacks out of it.
yeah,
Montez is playing his heels off. So, like I say, if you let them go, level the building, get rid of Payne to Allen, and get some hungry players behind there that want to play. Because after what Allen said after the last game, that already let me know he don't want to be here no more anyway. And I can't blame him. Who want to be in a burning building? But if you don't want to be here, bruh, that don't mean you still get a paycheck regardless of whether you want to be here. Now you still get that money every Tuesday. That thing still coming through your account every Tuesday. So for you to kind of give up on the season, ain't nobody gave up on that payroll. That payroll's still coming through, no? So
yeah,
you got an obligation, you know, to be the best player that you can be and play to the paper that inkwell that you signed up for. That's how you're supposed to play every game. So if you got to be a lonely wrecking ball by yourself, be a wrecking ball. Payne, you got paid more than Allen, if I ain't mistaken. Be a wrecking ball. You had that one season, you had nine and a half sacks. And lo and behold, it came in your contract year.
My prediction for this Super Bowl going to be the Buffalo Bills, and I think it's going to be Buffalo and San Francisco.
Yeah, I don't see Kansas City going back. For you Kansas City fans, I'm sorry, guys. I just don't see you guys going back. I don't know how you're gonna get there.
Yeah, that's my pick. Buffalo and San Francisco. I believe that right
Wow,
now,
Cody Barton
and
is
it's an early
trash
pick.
in coverage.
It's an early
He's
pick.
trash
It's an
in
early pick.
pursuits. Oh man, that was a clear that was a hold on KJ Henry or Jones, one of them. in the backfield. I don't know which one it was, but yeah, that was a clear hold. To make reference to Pal's comment earlier, he said, "I'm so tired of losing, I can't even watch the games anymore." Well, glad you got us here so you can hear how bad we lose. In reference to all the teams that want to go to Virginia, he said, "Let all them losing SOBs go." LOL.
That's what I said. Just leave the name though. We don't want y'all all bearing the name Washington and you out there in Virginia and all of that. Just let us have our name, our DC. Let us have so we can petition the NFL for another team and see what we could do on our own. No offense, Leonis, but Monumental Sports have been largely disappointing. Outside of the Capitals, one season, you gave us one championship in 30 years. You've been largely disappointed, and you've had the best player in the world in Alex Ovechkin. So I mean, if that's what I want to say, it's great or whatever, cool. But no, he should have went to 20 championships by now. To be honest, Alex Ovechkin should be in the championship every other year, like Sidney Crosby, like Wayne Gretzky, and all the other greats. Brett Hall and all of them. But Alex Ovechkin don't have a championship pedigree like that because of your failures as an organization. You let Boudreaux go. As soon as you won a championship, you let the owner go. I mean, the manager go. You didn't re-sign him, which is horrible. That shows us your non-commitment to winning. So at the end of the day, please go to Virginia. But please, you're not taking and keeping that name
but
that you could.
but you know they're not going to let go to Virginia. They're not going to let the Nationals go.
Oh no, because
They're
they
not
just
going to let the
built the
soccer
stadium.
team go.
Yeah,
Why?
yeah,
Think about
yeah,
it. But to me, their commitment ain't to winning either. Because after y'all won the World Series, y'all let Dusty Baker go.
yep,
And Dusty
yep.
Baker still around the
Still,
World Series.
yes, he is.
Still going to the playoffs.
Yep, yep. Y'all have no commitment to winning, and that's the problem. That's the problem with these organizations around here. The commitment to winning is just simply not there.
It's too much politics. It's too much politics. Y'all worried about money, 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 this, money, that. So what if we win championships around here? That's what you play the game for. Who wants to be tired of something that's losing? But see, y'all do these types of things, quote unquote. We put this here so y'all, the residents of DC, can have something. No, now that the black community is dwindling out of DC, you want to take every piece of revenue DC is attached to that keeps the black community thriving and moving
Hmm.
on. But I ain't gonna get
Hmm.
all into the politics and talk about the black community and all that because some of y'all ain't really ready for that. You know what I'm saying?
Get
Vito
you
said
back
that
in,
sports
Vito.
period.
I'm getting him in
No,
there.
I think it's DC period the way they gentrifying us here. That's what I'm saying. That's my gripe with them. The gentrification and then, making deals that y'all don't keep. When y'all brought the Verizon Center here, I think that's what it was on MCI Center, whatever it was when y'all
MCI.
first came here. It was to get the revenue and give DC basketball team a home in DC and give residents of DC jobs to work and everything. Same thing with the Nationals, DC United, all of that. Who y'all think booked them venues?
We do.
Exactly. When y'all go there, this is more than likely the face you're gonna see. Face like mine, a
Mhm.
face like Rose, a face like Vito, a face like Point. That's who's going to be there. You might got a couple mixed in there somewhere else, but 9 times out of 10, that's the faces you're gonna see when you go in these places. But now that
Yeah,
it's been gentrified so much, now they want to get rid of that arena down there so they can put more housing. There's more money for people on the council
Nah,
or like the
they
mayor.
not about to put
Line your
housing
pockets
right
up
there.
more.
Gallery place. Gallery place not about to get housing. The
Huh?
gallery place not about to get housing. I said gallery place not gonna get housing right there.
Oh, they
That's gonna
are.
either be that's still gonna be an event center. They just gotta fix that joint up if they're gonna use it for sports again. Right now, it's still gonna be one of the like you can't just certain artists not gonna be able to go nowhere else. And you got the circus, a couple of other things that can still go right there. Georgetown plays right there. it's reasons to still have it. But I know for a fact that housing's not going right there. The person that owned that building would never put a house right there, like housing or apartment building right there, John.
Another touchdown.
Fun fact: the guy that the owner of Clark Construction owns
Wolves
that
getting burnt up.
that building. So they're not gonna use that joint for housing. Um, the Wizards moving and the Capitals moving was really surprising. I would probably be less surprised that the Commanders moved to Virginia than the Wizards. Like that just kind of was like a super surprise that they would go there. But I will agree with you guys. They haven't given the city anything to thrive for. The basketball team since Hibachi, if you ask me, like everybody loved the John Wall pick. I liked the pick, but I never liked the pick for the Wizards. John Wall was a great player coming out. And he was a great player with the Wizards. I won't say that he wasn't a very good player with the Wizards. What I will say is that
It's debacle.
that was the wrong pick for Hibachi. You couldn't replace Hibachi, and that was like trying to replace Michael Jordan with Corey Benjamin.
Yeah.
So, like, there's a lot of John Wall fans that might disagree with me, and I'm okay with that. I'll take the flack on the disagreement. And maybe the Corey Benjamin comparison was harsh as shit. But what I mean by that was that once Corey got there and Michael schooled him, it was Corey Benjamin's job to get better. Nobody expected you to beat Michael Jordan, but for you to take that butt whipping from Mike and not learn nothing from it and become a better basketball player for that organization was a slap in the face. John Wall getting them rings from the Hibachi and never picking up a jumper was crazy.
I agree. I think that
That's all he needed to become top 3 in the league, bro. He was top 2 in defense almost every year. He was up there in assists when assists was kind of getting played out. John Wall was still throwing assists. It was a lot of stuff he was doing, but he just
28-7. Rams just scored another touchdown. It's 28-7. I mean, I'm just not. Again, I'm not sure how you don't speculate the tanking that they're tanking. I don't see how you don't speculate that. This is the worst. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. This is the worst stretch of Redskin football I think I've ever seen. Game for game. Game for
I think we
game.
got one more worse than that. The
When?
year we went 1-15.
What year did we go 1-15?
I'm trying to let me look it up.
Yeah, you
I
got
think
me
we
on
only
that
beat
one.
Dallas that year.
No, Dallas had a 1-15 season where they only beat us. But I'm not sure we have a 1-15 season.
Nah, we don't got that. We ain't never that bad, bro.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
If y'all, now, bro, you a historian of the team, bro. I know that for a fact. All right,
Yeah.
you can go back and look at our team's history, and you will see that there is always controversy tied to our low records.
Right. Right. But I'm gonna say this. I don't think that this season was that. I think that we were manipulated. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think that Josh Hurst came in here with the ideals and knew that he had no plans on winning this year, and so I feel like we were manipulated. I think he had his plan. I think he knew how this season would go. He didn't really tell us this because he wanted us to spend our money and continue to spend our money. So that's why, more or less, just my notion on this. I feel like we were just a little bit manipulated as a fan base based on. I think Harris knew more than what he was going to tell us, and he came in here with the get the fan base excited sort of a thing. And I don't think he ever had intentions on winning this year. If it was a situation where we looked like we were going to win, I feel like he was going to stop that regardless. That's just my impression on. and
Not 1
Hurts.
and 15. So forgive me for that. 3 and 13.
3 and 13 a couple
They
times.
just picked it off. They just picked it off.
Oh my goodness.
McLaurin, the ball was a little too high in the air. McLaurin went for one hand. They hit him, and the guy bopped around, and they picked it off.
It's terrible. I don't think I've ever seen a Redskins football stretch this bad, ever. I don't ever remember us losing 10 straight games. I can't ever remember that. And I think we're approaching 6 or 7 straight games, 7 straight losses or 8 straight losses. I can't remember we ever losing 8 straight games or whatever it is about to be. So this is a pretty bad stretch. I think we're like 1 and 10 over the last 10 games. I don't ever remember a stretch like that.
If we
Like
had
1 and 10.
right now and we made the same moves, what would be the thought? It would be the same thing. You think that Bezos was somehow sabotaging the team?
Yeah, no, I don't think this Bezos would allow it to happen
Nah,
like
that's
this.
not what I.
That's just me.
You're
Oh,
I
welcome.
mean, fellas, this doesn't make it feel any better, but Dallas is getting trouble right now, 24-3 against the Bills.
I'm just asking if it was another owner, what would be the thoughts? Because if you couldn't use Josh Harris's past with another franchise that has nothing to do with football, he's never been in football before, and he has other business situations. Bezos failed at Amazon at first. He borrowed money from his parents to recover the situation. I don't know. A lot of people don't know that business was not just booming just because he failed at that joint. He almost lost the joint and everything like that. All right. So his past could have been what happened to the Redskins. Why is that not something that could have reflectively happened?
so let me ask you this. So you think that Josh Hurst would be a better owner than Jeff Bezos? That's what you're insinuating?
No, that's not what I asked. I said that if you're going to use someone's past, why not use that comparison with Bezos? Why is Bezos getting
Well, I'm not really using his past. I'm more or less using what the actions I've seen out of him, which
that's a
is
pass. That's the pass,
no,
bro.
no, 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 no. I'm
And
talking about
he has
here. I'm not talking about his past before he got here. I'm talking about since he's been here. The fact that when he came here, it was a party out FedEx, party, 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 party. I'm looking
You're
at
not
what he
supposed to
told the
party if you
fans.
buy a team. You're not supposed to welcome yourself
No,
to the team.
no, no. We didn't do
So
that with Snyder. When Snyder bought the team, there was
what are
no
you talking
parties.
about? We had it was bro. Please go.
When
Oh my gosh! All right, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I
Go
don't
ahead.
ever remember there being,
At
you know,
FedEx Field before it was called FedEx Field, we had a whole parade out there, John. What are you talking about? I was there the
I,
first day that he was the coach, bro.
the owner. I don't remember
At
an owner
17 years
party.
old, I was at
Yeah,
Redskins at Raul John Stadium at the
yeah.
first
I
game
don't.
that he was at, bro. It was
No,
at
a
the
first game is
tailgating started at
different.
like 7:30 in the morning, which is like 2 hours
Tell
before they normally start.
that's normal, but that's normal
No,
stuff for a game.
nobody, no. Okay, all
He
right.
held a whole separate situation though. I don't remember that happening. Is
It
what I'm
is.
saying.
We don't. There
No,
is
that
So
no
happened on the
YouTube or no
side. I went
internet
to
there.
one.
That's without no
Uh,
internet or nothing like that, bro. We talking about with Twitter and everything. 30 years
okay,
later, bro. You're really,
even
really being
secondly,
ridiculous right now.
even secondly, even with him not really doing a lot of talking, with him sending Magic to do the talking, all these other people to do the talking. Yes, Snyder did that later on in his career, but in the
Snyder did
beginning,
not have no
Snyder
other
did his own
famous
talking.
partner. What was
But
his other famous partner?
Gibbs was his
Who
famous
was his
partner.
other famous
Joe
partner?
Gibbs. Gibbs.
No, bro. No, Joe Gibbs was not a partner.
Not an ownership partner, no, but
He
Joe
was
Gibbs
right.
ushered him in
Joe
here.
Gibbs was not the coach here, and he was not a partner at that time, so that don't count. Magic Johnson is a partner.
I just think that's not. I mean, that Harris is ducking wreck. That's just my own opinion. He's ducking. He's doing this
And
for a
again,
reason.
one more time,
I don't see him as far as all the moves from the offensive
all right,
line, from
no.
letting Chase Sweat and Young go, from all of the moves he's made specifically, I feel has been horrible.
He was
From
supposed. So,
Bieniemy,
so you're okay with keeping unproductive players, or excuse me, not unproductive players. You're cool with keeping players that aren't going to change the dynamic of the
I would
records
have
that you
tried to
have.
win a little bit
Am
more.
I going to finish, bro? I let you
Go
finish.
ahead.
Are you okay with keeping players who are unproductive at their position in comparison to other players? You just said that we don't have nobody top 10. All right, so if we're going on, and imagine I try to use the stuff that you be saying. So if we don't got nobody top 10, then why are you keeping them when they require so much money or they get so much attention? If something doesn't go right, those high profile players have to take the blame.
If they're not producing for you, why is it an argument that a new owner comes in and cleans up what could be the garbage that we're trying
Ba-
to make
ba-
better than that?
okay, well, based on the contract that I saw Sweat get in Chicago, I feel like,
That's, you
and
can't
he didn't
use
get
that.
top end money.
You
He
cannot
didn't get
use
top
that.
end
They're a
money.
different team.
He
And
didn't
that
get
was a,
top end money though.
you said
Sweat
what?
didn't get top money.
Yes,
Sweat
he
did not get
did.
top
Yes,
end
he's
money. No,
90 something million dollars. He only got 70 something guaranteed. That's why I keep
I'm
telling
talking
y'all
about
it's
against the cap,
18.1.
right now.
You said what?
I'm talking about his money against the cap. His money against the cap.
Is that's for the season that he
It,
got traded. It's not going to be that until next season. You're not going to see that until next year. He got traded. His contract is still based on what we have to pay him. Chicago's not paying with Chicago's paying him via whatever bonus they gave him, but this season is being finished paid from us.
I
That was a
mean,
trade.
okay.
That wasn't a release in sign.
Okay, well, if it was me, then put it like that. Put it like this, if it was me, then I personally would have taken my time a little bit and see if I could have moved all four of their contracts to keep all four. I just don't think it was effort to ever keep all four. That's my
Bro,
problem.
that would be
I don't think those
win.
types of decisions with
That would
franchise
be
decisions.
when
I don't
you
feel
have
like you
a
make those
winning
in the middle of the
record with
season,
all four of them.
huh?
When do you have a winning record with all four of them?
Well, I feel like you would have had one last year if you didn't bench Taylor Heineke in the beginning of the
So
season or in the middle of the
so
season.
why
So
is
I
that
mean,
not so that and that's something that I said. I said that when I first started this conversation with you, I said, bro, do you think that you're supposed to pay for bad decision after bad decision after bad decision? When they carried Heineke for 2 seasons in a row and picked up Ryan Fitzpatrick, then the following season picked up Carson Wentz and did not let him start. And then near the end of his tenure with the Redskins again, you give the job to Sam Howell. You aren't supposed to have good luck when you're carrying the players that would carry your team. Sam Howell has the stats that he has because Bieniemy is overthrowing the ball. We've been screaming to Brian Robinson ended at least 5 games this season with 10 carries. That is not something you do as a running back. A running back is supposed to have far more than 10 carries. There's way more than enough plays for both sides of the ball to get more than 10 carries. And because we had fumble backs behind him, they weren't getting a lot of carries outside of him. So we're getting 10 to
well,
15 carries a game completely in rushing. When your quarterback throws 30 to 45 times, he should be in the top stats of yards. Where is his interception touchdown ratio?
his interception touchdown ratio, he has a lot of picks. Sam Howell definitely does. But again, no offense to
Heineke
the enemy,
have that.
but
Heineke don't have,
everybody.
what I'm saying to you is that Heineke
Oh,
doesn't have that type of touchdown to interception ratio. He had a relationship with your number one wide receiver,
Wow.
probably better
Wow,
than
y'all.
anybody that McLaurin's had, and you let
I'm
him go.
sorry. I just got to stop it right quick. I'm sorry to cut you off. They have put Jimmy Brissett in the game.
Jacoby Brissett.
Yeah, Jimmy. I call him Jimmy. But yeah, they put Jacoby. They put Jacoby in the game. Go ahead, Vito. Sorry about that.
I don't even know how did that happen. I please tell me how he got in the games. I know How's not hurt.
Like,
How you
it just don't cease to amaze
for
me
coaching
around here.
purposes? Like
We had
literally,
plenty
how
of
did he put
games
him
when
in
y'all could
that?
have put Jimmy in the
Thank
game.
you. And I
But y'all
said that.
left Jimmy on the sideline.
I said that. I said that. If you're trying to lose, put Jimmy in. Jimmy showed everybody in the preseason that he's not trying to lose. He just bad. So that would at least make people, I ain't gonna say make you feel better, but at least you can understand when you got
You
hope
know what's
that
gonna
Sam
happen?
was going to come out and do something, you expected the coordinator is to call something that was going to make that work. I'm even agreeing with you in some ways, even though I'm trying not to throw. And remember, I told you I am with you because we're all together. I'm not against y'all. I'm just pointing out other sections of stuff. I am saying that
You should.
maybe, just a small baby. Now, the argument that I'm having with, or the debate I'm taking back and forth, is probably just 20%. It's not even anything heavy, but the 20% that Josh Hurst may not be using his former business model to use with the Skins. We've already been using that business model that he has before he got here. And I'm not saying that Snyder was intentionally doing this, because I don't think if the NFL would have came at him the way they did with the Bruce Allen stuff and the stuff with the cheerleaders and all that, that he would have sold the team. You know what I'm saying? You would have probably had the price off of Daniel Snyder's dead body before he gave it up. So with that forced sale, I can that's what I said. Like, some of your argument is very valid because of it feeling like a forced sale. Then, when it being a forced sale, the NFL should have taken control of that sale, not let Daniel Snyder handle that sale if it's a forced sale. That's
That's
like,
what I'm saying.
you know what I'm saying? That's like letting Donald Sterling decide who gets to buy my team when I can just sell it to
He's
somebody.
not going to sell it to the person that he's to me.
I'm gonna sell it to
Given
somebody I
that
know.
fact, I'm gonna sell it to somebody I know going to lose.
I don't think I
That's
don't think
Oh
me.
my
that
God.
I believe that
I,
him.
sorry, y'all. I was going to
$6 million.
call
I
it.
think it
I
bothers me.
was trying to wait for a break in the action. I was going to call it. I said, watch Jimmy come in here and throw a touchdown. And damn if Jimmy ain't come in here and throw a bomb to Terry McLaurin for a touchdown.
Because you got to hit the number one guy. My man Sal he don't know where
He hit
McCoy.
everybody. He hit Johan on this drive. He hit Curtis Samuel on this drive. And he just hit McLaurin for a touchdown.
Only way Bieniemy save his job is winning like the last few games.
I don't want the enemy here personally. I just don't think he's a good coach. That's just my
Well, I
own
don't
opinion.
honestly.
You need somebody with an offense. You don't. Your team has not had a.
I
We
think
haven't had an
we
offense for.
should need somebody fresh. I don't think we need
He
anybody
is
who's
fresh.
already.
The thing
He ain't
is,
fresh.
he didn't have nothing fresh with him to go
Thank
along
you.
with him being
And
fresh
like I
either.
said, I understand what you're saying, bro. I really promise I'm not trying to argue with you. I'm saying that you are hurt.
No, I'm not hurt. I'm looking at somebody who had 7 points in the fourth quarter. It's just not.
No,
He's not
no,
good.
no, 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 no. I'm talking about hurt by the team. Our team has hurt us. Our team
Uh,
has made like
I don't speak over emotions. I'm speaking on what I see on the field.
okay, and you can't. So name a team that had a new coach, new coordinator, new quarterback, and they went to the playoffs or the Super Bowl that very first year.
New
Charlie Bay.
coach, yeah.
He didn't go the
And
first
I
year.
ain't saying the
But
Super Bowl. I'm saying
He was in
give
the
me
playoffs.
no offense to
he,
be enemy. To be enemy is just some of this stuff that he's done out there. Screams tanking. It screams tanking. And I don't believe in that method of playing football. I'm not going to do nothing to purposely lose. And I don't believe in the process of taking because
you
no
can't
offense.
get the players you want by just saying you.
Why you can't you? We did it. That's how we built the original Redskins. We never tanked. All of them never tanked. We
Those
never
you
tanked
think
to win.
so you think that the Hogs were like on the scouting team as the first picks for the Redskins where they were
That's where
picked?
they were. We didn't move up. It wasn't no trades to
No, no,
move
no.
up or nothing. Doug Green was drafted the last pick in the first round.
You're answering and not listening to what I said.
Okay.
Do you think that where we picked those guys that they were on the top of our board, meaning that those were the players they wanted? So over the LTs and all of
Yeah.
that,
Yeah. That's who we wanted. Yep. Absolutely.
you smoking crack. So you may tell me if we could have got
Absolutely.
Lawrence Taylor, we wouldn't have got him. You smoking crack. If we could have got
Yeah, we could have. Yeah, we wouldn't have. No, we
you
wouldn't have
smoking
got it. I
crack.
think we. The thing is, for us, we draft wherever we draft at, especially under Bethard. When Bethard was here, we drafted the best player that was on the board.
That's not what I asked you though.
We
That's
went to a
answering the question that you want to answer and not what I asked. The best player available is not what I said. I said the
right.
best player on the board. Do you think the players that we picked were above them? No, they
Hell
were
yeah.
not.
Doug Green is the best player in that 83 draft, for sure. And he was the first year he came out, he was. Name somebody in that 83 draft that's better than Daryl Green.
What he did on the field or what he or in college?
All of it. All of it. Oh, no, in college that year, no, I'm saying what he did as a pro.
No, that's not, you can't. You're answering a question that you want to answer, and I'm okay with your.
Daryl Green went to a small school. He wasn't highly recruited.
So that's
He
what
went
I'm
to a
saying.
small school.
That's what I'm saying to you. If he was ranked that high, then we would have, as the Redskins, would have never had a chance to get him if we didn't have a losing record. I mean, if we didn't have a top pick to be able to get him. We
No, we
could
went
get
to
him
the
with the
Super
top
Bowl.
pick.
We went to the Super Bowl that year we drafted him. We won the Super Bowl that year that we drafted
I know
Daryl Green.
that. I know that, which means that he was a late pick. If he's a late pick, I'm trying to figure out why we would have had a cornerback that would have been in the top three above, not above him.
Any cornerback that would have been a top 3 cornerback would have been above him on the board.
Right, but that don't mean we would have drafted him. I think we still would have drafted Green.
Wow, Payne just got a sack, fellas. After
That's
all this
all I'm
time.
saying. Is I believe that if you know how to draft, it don't matter where you picking. That's what I'm saying. If you know how to know what you're doing, it don't matter where you picking. That's more or less what I'm saying. Is if you know how to draft, the position don't matter. When you trying to do all this, I need a top position. That's because you don't really know what you're doing. Just my opinion.
Say one more time, bro. My bad.
No, I'm saying that I'm not real big on draft position. To me, if you know how to draft, it don't matter where you picking at. You know how to draft. I'm gonna make the most out of my pick. But if you don't know how to draft, you need the top pick and the this and the that.
No, it has. First of all, they're not gonna get the number 1 pick, so it has nothing to do with the top pick. First of all, I said with Scott Turner and with Bieniemy, their offenses do not move without a great tight end. If we're talking about in terms of draft picks this year, the best player at that position that would immediately change our organization based on the person that's calling plays right now, he needs the tight end that plays for either
Georgia.
Florida State or Georgia, one or the other.
He
But
played for Georgia.
yeah, he's a dog. He's not going to be there at
Oh
a
my
middle
God.
of the round pick. He's not going to be there outside of the top 5, top 7 picks. I'm not
Jimmy
saying that
Brissett back on the field, y'all. He
I'm
thought
not
they slinging that thing.
taking it
Jimmy
for that
McClellan.
player. What I'm saying is that while you have the advantage while you've already dismantled the defense, or the defense is already dismantling itself before Harris got rid of Sweat and Young, because they were losing before he traded both of those pieces. We were 3-5 when they got traded. When you get rid of them, it's because they were poorly performing up until that point. Sweat was not, which I always said, and I will continue to say, that I would have rather to keep that player. We did not. I'm not butthurt about it
Oh
because
my gosh.
it's business, and I
We almost
understand
scored again.
you
We
can't spend
almost scored
$100
again.
million on the line and not have a 10-win team. A 10-win team at some point in time while you spending $100 million. You cannot get those results. Then you find a way to go about
I mean, I agree, but I don't. I think that, like, for instance,
Get a
we
little
like.
feedback from one of y'all.
I think that might be bro.
Hello,
Yeah,
hello,
get a
hello.
little feedback.
There you go.
Yeah,
Hello.
it's good
Yeah, it's good.
now.
It's good.
Oh yeah. So no,
Wow, we
I'm
almost
saying.
scored again. He got last 2 plays he threw to Terry McLaurin. He threw an out route to Terry McLaurin, then he threw a bomb to him. And Terry McLaurin got held on. They threw a flag. We declined it. Terry McLaurin was took down there. The 2-yard line looked like.
What's the score?
14-28. Got about 5 minutes left, or a little under 5 minutes. It looked like we're about to score right here. Yeah, 4 minutes and 47 seconds. First to go. Look like we're about to score right here.
Is it the third quarter?
Brissett coming in and
Yeah,
see
in fourth
this.
quarter.
Brissett is doing the mentality that I
He
was
look
talking about.
good.
Like,
He do look good. Brissett look good.
Brissett got the mentality that I was talking about and what Video was talking about. I'm going out there and compete. You can't pay me to lose, bruh. I'm going to compete. Straight up.
Brissett look
Got some more
good.
feedback. I don't know where it's coming from.
Might be. You got on headphones, bro?
No, I have none on, not me.
Yeah, I got on headphones. I don't even have no game on though.
Nah, it's just feedback. You know how the chords is like the. There you go. Yeah. Again, I could be wrong.
Oh my gosh, fellas. 31-3. Dallas is getting pummeled by
But
Buffalo.
I really think that my judgment for Josh is gonna come. Oh damn! I ain't never seen you do that. You showing off. I ain't never seen. I know. Josh would have to. Oh, that's wild. Josh is going to have a tremendous offseason for me. All right. I am going to hold him very, very high and accountable on what's going on. All right. I'm going to take everything that you said into consideration, bro, because I respect your research. But that's what I'm saying. I'm not judging your research or making remarks to your research. That is hands down probably some of the best that we've gotten. That's why we are where we are in our show. What I will say is that we just are in a really, really twisted paradigm with having the last 10 years of the Gruden and Rivera saga happen, with Snyder being our owner, and then us selling to someone that pretty much looks the part and might smell the part of another Snyder. You know what I'm saying?
Hold up.
So that
Hold
means
up.
Right.
continuing down a
Hold up.
20 to 30-year spiral. I'm not following.
On a third and goal play, we just lined up with Jimmy Brissett and tried to sneak it in, quarterback sneak.
See?
Make it make sense, please, because I'm really confused right now.
Well, y'all lying.
At the goal line.
That's a bad play.
No matter of fact, it was a second to go.
Why they don't turn the ball off and hand it to the running back? I just don't understand.
Tumblers.
They just tried that. It didn't work. Now they in third and goal, 3rd and 1 in shotgun. Fake pass, Jim Brissett. Look, he fires. That's Logan Thomas. I don't know if Logan Thomas pushed off or not, or he was held. I think he might have been held. That's a touchdown.
Jimmy.
Just hand it off to the backs, man. Y'all should work on that. I just don't understand.
No. Like I said, that
It's on the offense. Oh my gosh.
what it was offensive pass interference.
On Logan Thomas.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, bro. I hope that I'm right. I could be wrong, but I really, really hope that I'm. Logan is not.
Okay, well he's on Logan. What is Logan supposed to do?
Eric
He's
Bieniemy's
Logan in the end zone.
play calling in the short yardage, man, is just
Listen,
But
hideous.
bro.
if you look at the replay, the dude is all over Logan. He shouldn't even be holding. It should have been a holding call on him. He shouldn't even be holding him. He's holding the man in the end zone.
You know how dangerous Kittles is, or Kelsey is, bro. Like Kelsey demand, like even with them not having no wide receiver in Kansas City in the first part of the season, they was double teaming Kelsey, a tight end. They double teaming the tight end because of how important he is in their offense. And I think Bieniemy and I think maybe he has to make adjustments too. I'm not making him perfect. I'm not using the tight end being Logan Thomas as the complete excuse. I'm saying that I agree with you that we got 3-4 wide receivers. They should have been the prime targets this year if you don't have the player at tight end. I don't buy that. Like I said, I got my list of they're messed up too. If we're not going to bring Bieniemy back, that's the reason why I wouldn't bring him back. Me personally, I wouldn't bring him back because you have I don't even know if we got 1,000 yards rushing as a team. And we probably do because it's 18 games, but probably not that much over 1,500 yards in
Oh
rushing.
no, flag. There we go. Yeah, flag. You push McClellan down in the end zone.
And for me, that's bad. That's bad as an offensive coordinator. You have to run the ball in the NFL. It just is. You're not, there's no more Steve Spurrier type of offenses being run like that where you just spreading it out and nobody's gonna run the ball, bro.
My thing is even more than anything else is I've seen plays work. I've seen this offense do plays that work in the red zone. And for
Early in the
whatever reason,
season.
they just refuse to do those. But I've
Early
seen
in the
them do
season.
stuff that works in the red zone. That run to Curtis Samuel, they never went back to it all year.
What?
So it's certain things that they did that worked in the red zone that they just never went back to. And that is my problem. Like, do you even watch your own film of yourself? Because you've done things that have worked in the red zone masterfully.
Scott Turner play. That's more like when I told you I'd be watching the Raiders with my man Scott Turner. Scott Turner. Our offense is in Oakland. Our offense is in Oakland. Well, I ain't gonna say our offense because we didn't like that offense either. But essentially, the plays that work for us and work for the players that we got right now, they are used to running Scott Turner stuff as far as the running game. And Bieniemy and that's all. And that's why I said I'm not going to completely say you wrong, because I don't understand how we're not having a great running season with a former running back. I don't even know how you got to be a passing guy as a former running.
Oh, that was face mask. He grabbed McLaurin's face mask. Yeah, he grabbed McLaurin's face mask. He definitely did. Pass interference, face mask. You can get him with a whole bunch of stuff. The speed sweep, though. We don't do no speed sweeps down there. No speed. We don't move no guys around. We don't. I mean, that play just now, running up, handing to the running back. He ran straight up the middle. He don't run to the corner, off tackle, nothing. No creativity with it at all. No wham blocks. Even the blocking is basic. No double teams. I mean,
In the last 20 years, we got one playoff win.
that's a problem.
And we been one.
That's why anything that
And
resembles
we only been 5 times, bro, in the last 20 years. So every 5 years, a playoff berth.
It's
I'm
not
not understanding.
That's what's even bad. That's what makes it even worse. Because that's the average, but that's not what really happened. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's been longer stretches than that for a couple of seasons.
So really, we ain't expected to go to the playoffs again until
Listen.
uh,
I'm with Ro on this. I'm with Ro on let's push the narrative. My argument is to us, like literally to our fans and to me, you, and Ro and Point. You know what I'm saying? So our followers. My immediate push would be to agree with you, Ro. Like, Ro, if I would take it out to the media, I would push the same narrative that you are. You know what I'm saying? I am saying that the moves that I'm saying is the things that he has to do to get things right and push him in the right direction if this is what you're going to keep. I think this is how you would reel the team back, in my opinion. But if he don't make the moves that I see, then I'm going to start to sound the way that you do too. And again, I'm not saying that that's fair either. I'm just saying that I understand that it's a business and there's only one or two ways that you're going to make moves for.
guess who's at the game? And they don't call him a partner. They call him a limited partner. Magic Johnson. He over there with Josh Harris. Something look like.
Limited partner meaning that after this year or next year, we'll buy you out and you can go on about your business.
You done.
he was nothing but a puppet to get him the team anyway. To my opinion, I don't really think he had really any long-term interest when it comes to this fan base anyway. That's just my only opinion. If the game is in LA,
I told you that when they had the go-go.
so I would expect him to be there. You know what I'm saying? It's in LA, so he's going to be there. Just like the limited partner is the guy who owns the Sparks. I expect him to be there too because he also owns part of the Redskins, the guy who owns the LA Sparks. So
yeah, they'd be in the building. That's like a home game for them.
Yeah, so I can see
business
them.
affairs to come to the game and support.
3rd and goal. Clock winding down. 3 seconds. 2 seconds. He gets the ball off. They shift the pocket. He's running. He looks. He throws the ball away. He has nowhere to go. They're going to have to go for it on 4th and goal.
I don't want to see them
like the play
smiling.
calling is stupid. Like, I'm not understanding it.
One thing about it, when you would see Jack Kent Cook, right, at the game, all that smiling, even Jerry Jones. You don't ever see Jerry Jones at no game smiling and laughing and all that, especially when they losing. You don't see that. You just don't see it. Ain't no way. Jerry used to come down and walk the sidelines.
That's because somebody knew they were getting fired.
That's how you knew somebody was in trouble. You know what I'm saying? Tell me I'm lying.
Josh ain't got to do that yet.
Hey, man.
Josh is ruling with an iron fist right now, man.
That's what type of
touchdown
call from cut from.
I told you it was going to be a touchdown.
Curtis Samuels, touchdown. Oh, he up there with Josh. That's who he up there with.
Right.
He up there with Josh.
It don't matter. I don't want to see them joking, laughing. We are 4-9. I want you to see it look like we're 4-9.
The game that you're having today?
Nah, we ain't supposed to do nothing today.
Bruh,
we losing.
You laugh at winning, bro. Right now they have a chance to win.
When you see the what did we just
Right?
say,
And the
Jerry? On
21-28.
a 4-9 season, do you think Jerry is up there? Have you ever seen Jerry up there laughing, high fiving somebody and they
If if, if
4-9?
if if this week would be the game against the Redskins and he was winning, he would be.
Oh, they blocked the kick. They blocked the kick. Y'all shouldn't even went for a kick. Should have went for 2. It should have been no way y'all kicked nothing. Anyway, mark my words. Sam Howell done for
Do
the
you know
season.
why they blocked the kick?
Sam Howell done for the season.
And watch this. If Bieniemy's not the coach next year, I guarantee our wild asses draft a quarterback.
Oh, we already talking about drafting Drake May. Yeah, they already got talks of that. Drafting Drake May.
The team don't know what it want to do, bro. It's scary right now, bro. Y'all don't want to cover nobody else? Cause we pretty good at what we do. We could cover somebody else that's playing football. Then I'm just saying, bro. Cause like last couple of times I've been on here, it feel like we we together, but it feel like we arguing a lot. And I'm telling you, our team has gave us bad emotions, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm like no homo. I'm like a man that's been cheated on by his woman.
I knew that was going to get blocked. Why did he set up on the left hash anyway?
It should have been straight up and down. It should have been in the middle.
Yeah, why is he set up on the left hash? She was trying to miss it.
When you can start moving the extra point, bro. It's
What's
supposed
the
to
over under, Ro?
be in the middle of the field.
Hold on.
What was it, 4? 3, 4?
We about to find out why they did that.
48.5.
Wow. Mm.
Wow.
Mm.
It's
Mm.
28. Wow.
We almost got that onside. Cooper Kupp slapped that joint out of bounds.
Under is crazy. How much time left?
They
A
about
minute
to
and
down
about
it.
48 seconds.
Yeah,
They about to down it.
that was for the spread. Vegas is up, man. I'm saying they some bad Bama Jammers, Bama.
Telling you. I be telling people
They some
this.
bad
I mean,
Bama
it's too set up, bro. Like everything is too set up.
We got 3 timeouts. We should get the ball back.
But they ain't going down it.
Oh, you think they're going to go for it first?
Mm-hmm.
I would have kicked it off. I wouldn't even have went for an onside. Why would I go for an onside to get him in field goal range? I would have kicked it off. You got 3 timeouts to play defense.
And the punt gonna be put you in your side of the field.
Bruh, Rivera don't know how to coach, man.
Bruh, you said it. You said it best, and I have seconded every second after I start seeing it. Every moment after I start seeing it, I have said the same thing. And like I said, in the middle of the first season, when they showed my man going to halftime to get his treatment, I felt violated. I felt like we were played with.
Young.
You're not about to
Hey, Vito.
that's higher.
Do you know what Ron Rivera's head coaching record is overall?
Ass.
He is 76
7 wins the first
and 76-1.
Damn, he got a worse record than Eli Manning.
That man is trash.
Eli Manning just even. He ain't got no ties. He just straight up even and shit. You got a tie in there, Rivera.
I mean, straight up trash.
Why would he use a timeout before the play even start? Oh, he said after the play. I'm about to say, boy, man, Rivera, you gonna just show your tankiness, ain't you?
And like y'all said, I would have never onside kicked nothing. I'd have put him on the other side.
They trying to let him drag him. They trying to let him get it off. Because that first one, he grabbed the man after 1 yard. How you let him drag you for 6 yards? You down by 8.
And my thing is, why y'all not trying to make him fumble?
No bull. You down by 8.
What are y'all doing?
The players are not invested in this.
Jacoby Brissett just brought y'all life.
No.
Jimmy just brought that brisket to the barbecue house.
I take that back. I actually think that those are the players are the last ones affected. So the ones that's not showing effort have just given up and don't care about being here. But it's a lot of players that are playing. You know what I'm saying? Because again, this is a job. You can play yourself out of a job as well. And this ain't the same. This ain't Zaxby's. Like you can't go get this somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? Once you out the NFL, it ain't no job that pay like that for these athletes.
Oh
So
my goodness.
you know what I'm saying? I think the players are really the last ones like affected by trying to like fake it or do it on, you know what I'm saying?
He
Not
got it first. That's it.
yeah, that's it for that. That's crazy they did that under like that. An extra
He
point.
purposely missed that. He purposely missed that. Sly purposely missed that.
And that was right on the what's the name?
Why
Yeah,
would you put it on the left hash? I've never
I've
seen him
never
kick it
seen
from
that.
the left hash.
I've never seen the ball not be placed in the middle on an extra point. It's an extra point, which means that the score's already been made. You don't get a
He
chance to pick
purposely missed
where
that.
the ball goes at.
And they purposely let him get the first.
ain't they in the dome?
Nah.
No, that joint retractable. It come
Yeah.
back and
Yeah.
it is a roof over it, but it go back and forth.
Okay.
Yeah, that was pretty set up. That was pretty set up. They just purposely missed it. That was pretty set up.
So
I mean, they could get the ball
if
back with a stop here, but if they go for it on fourth, I mean, they will
Will
get the
Barton
ball
is
back
laughing.
literally
That's
with.
another one that's smiling and laughing. I just don't. I don't know. I don't know. It's starting to seem like
Ron
it's not
Rivera has the
about winning
same
and
look on
losing
his
anymore.
face every game, whether we winning or not. The same dumb look on his face, bro. I'm sick of this man. Fire his
Yeah,
ass.
yeah. I
Bird,
agree. Yeah,
Yeah, fire his ass, bro.
yeah, that's
He done
I
had his time here.
a coach
Y'all fire Gruden, you got to
be
fire him.
like. Have you ever seen a
Bob.
head coach not engaged in a football game?
Yeah, Ron.
Oh, I'm talking about before that though. Like I still like even when he was with Carolina, I never seen him this like not engaged into a game. Like he just keep his arms folded or just walk around. He don't really look like he talk that much. I don't even see him yelling at refs like that for real. He got to ask somebody else's opinion on whether he should challenge a play or not.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now that's who I think that would be agreeing with the tank, if anybody. It's like I just get paid to do what I'm told.
Yeah, that's what it seemed
Uh-oh.
like to me anyway.
Here you go, y'all. 3rd and 2, 44 seconds left. And they get the first down. No, they didn't.
All they're gonna do is
Yeah.
kick a field goal, then.
Well, game is over.
Yeah,
The clock and the play clock is ticking right beside each other. Game over.
they took the penalty, and then they gonna run it, because then you ain't
No,
got no time left.
they ain't doing nothing, bro. Game is over. It's 20 seconds left on the the uh the game clock and 9 seconds left on the field of play clock. So it's over. They just ran the clock out.
Bruh, to sit here and be watching Philly and Dallas in the playoffs again this year. Yeah, it's
Hey,
crazy.
maybe it
It's
was a
crazy.
reason why why they didn't play Jimmy Brissett. Because Jimmy gonna come out there and give it his all. He know he ain't got much to play for these next few years.
Yeah,
Because what he just
yeah,
showed me in this drive, in them last 2 drives he had, Jimmy should have been in the whole damn game. And they were actually blocking for Jimmy.
yeah.
And he got rid of the ball too, though. But Jimmy is
But I'm gonna
also
say this.
taller. He's also taller than Sam Howell.
Let me say this.
But he put that thing downfield, bro.
They didn't
Downfield.
scout for him though. The Rams didn't scout for him either, and we've seen what it looked like when a team scouts for you.
I mean, but he put it downfield. I don't
The
care who ain't
preseason game.
scout.
In the preseason
He
game.
put it downfield.
Right?
And
Exactly.
on
Exactly.
target.
So
On target.
yeah. Last time we seen him, he didn't look like that. But
He
maybe
didn't
he's
look like
grown in the
that.
offense. Maybe he's
Yeah.
grown in the enemy's offense.
Also, you know that some people aren't practice players.
Right.
There are some
Right.
AIs in the world that just play better when the lights on. And
Right.
he's been
Right.
sitting on the bench for a long time, so he just might have had those might have been the best throws he had in him.
Yeah.
A 10-loss season this year. 10 losses. Who would have thought of? Who would have thunk that?
31-10 by the Bills to the Cowboys.
Philly just moved in Dallas spot. San Francisco got the top spot in the NFC, followed by
Hey, you know what,
Philadelphia,
bro?
Detroit, and Tampa Bay.
I don't
Tampa Bay
know.
has moved
I ain't
up
gonna
to the
say
fourth
Miami
spot.
going to the Super Bowl, but Miami might go to that show. They might
I
go to
like
that
Miami,
AFC show.
I like
but I don't
Miami
know. I'm
too,
taking
but
Buffalo.
if
I'm
it's
taking
gonna be two
Buffalo.
teams that they're gonna let be physical with Tyreek Hill in the playoffs, and if they play the Chiefs, they're gonna let them play him physical. And I don't think the Dolphins are good if they can't get Tyreek Hill involved. I ain't gonna say they're not good, but they not who they are without Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah, they
taking
sure enough gave
Buffalo.
us the business.
You rocking with Buffalo?
I think Buffalo is going to come out the AFC.
So you like me? I feel like it's the team that's playing best the last 5 weeks of the season. You got to go on a winning streak to win the Super Bowl. That's just facts.
Buffalo replaced. Yeah, they replaced their offensive coordinator 2 weeks ago, and
Uh huh.
since then they didn't been lighting it up.
Yeah.
They made a move. That's what I'm saying. When something ain't working, change it up, make a move. They fired Ken Dorsey and got somebody else in there. I mean, that's the only thing I want.
The Commanders made a move. They got rid of Sweat. They got rid of Del
That
Rio.
ain't
Got rid
nah.
of Young.
They ain't replaced not one person on that offensive line. Wiley, I would have liked to see.
There's nobody to replace them with, bro.
Wiley needs to go.
No, bro.
Wiley,
You tripping, bro.
he's the worst lineman we have. Wiley,
Tripping.
and Leno,
Gates,
for that matter.
Gates,
Them bums.
Line, bro.
Gates.
Yeah, Gates.
Gates is terrible
He's
too.
playing on a
They put
broken
Gates
knee
on the bench. No, they did replace Gates with
because he was
Lawson.
playing on a broken knee.
Lawson
Gates
got
was playing
suspended.
tonight.
Oh, he was playing tonight?
He's playing
Yeah,
on a
I
broken
seen
Oh,
knee.
the trash
Lawson was
out
the
there.
center though. They moved him to
Yeah,
guard then. Lawson did stop play center. I saw Lawson out there at center. I saw Lawson out there at center. But that's all I'm saying, man. It's just not a good look, man, to me. When something ain't working, you replace it. You get rid of it.
It wasn't nobody for them to replace the line with though. Once the season started, bro.
Yeah, Wiley. I'd have replaced him the first week.
With who?
I don't care if I didn't sign somebody. I'd have brought somebody in. I don't
Brother,
think Wiley should have been. I just don't think he's
you
played
said
good enough. I think
man.
he's given up about 15 sacks this year by himself. I think he's given up like 15 sacks.
he gave up like 2 in the Miami game.
I'm being honest. I think he's given up about 15 sacks this year by himself.
For me. Or look that up for me, bro. I think that's cap.
I'm just telling you.
Oh, I don't know. He might be right about that one. Because Wiley looked
Cosby
trash.
right beside my man. I'm getting the bum that is Cosme is right beside him.
He's allowed 9 sacks this year.
That's bad. But Cosme is right beside him, bro. He don't got a good beside him, bro.
I
Cosby
don't
ain't
like
been as
Cosby
bad as
either.
he
I'm with
was
you
the
on that one.
last
I
couple of
can't
years,
argue with
though.
you on that one because I don't like
Cosby
Cosby
ain't been
either.
as bad as he's been last year.
Cosme was at tackle. He wasn't at
Yeah,
guard. He's at guard this
yeah,
year now.
yeah.
So put Wiley at guard like he's supposed to be in that tackle.
That's what I said. I would have slid Wiley to guard at least. I wouldn't have kept him at tackle. I'm just being honest. It's some of them plays that I've seen. Man,
Sacks
bro,
Cosby got
he's
this
been
year.
juked out with nobody. He can't just not even touch the man. Man, people juking him, dog, and getting sacks. He ain't even
He
touching the
juked him and
dude. They
gave a
juking him.
spin. Juker gave
Bro,
a
they
spin
juking
and
this
it was
man and getting
gone.
sacks. Juking him, though. That's all I'm saying,
What,
though. That's our problem.
what's Cosby stat?
Cosby.
Let's see what Cosby looking like. I know Leno got to be more than 9, though. Leno was trash this year. I know he got to be more than 9. He was trash, too.
Cosby has allowed 1 sack this year.
Wow.
He putting all of it on Wiley.
He's only allowed 1 sack this year. They try to send him to the Pro Bowl. The Commanders got him up for the Pro Bowl.
For what
Trying to
reason?
send Cosby to the Pro Bowl.
Over Brandon Scherf.
They got him. Yeah, they got him supposed to be the Pro Bowl man.
Go ahead, Mo.
They dead wrong for that.
Hey, Mo, go ahead. Now, y'all see? You see what I'm talking about, bro? Y'all what? Hey, bro.
They did wrong for that.
I'm just saying.
Are they watching the same games we be watching?
Leno got 3 sacks allowed this year.
What?
Bullshit.
Yeah,
That's what he got.
I'm with big some bullshit.
That's PFF. He got 3 sacks allowed, 9 penalties though. He do got 9 penalties. Those is like sacks because every time you hold, that's 10 yards.
All Sam
Huh?
his fault.
You said what?
They're trying to say that most of his sacks are his fault.
Basically.
It's a
But my thing is, if you got 9 penalties and 3 sacks, that's 13 sacks in my opinion. I mean, 9 accepted penalties.
No. What I'm saying is that if
they credited to Howe.
Wasn't Howe sacked like 30-something times so far this season?
Right, 40-something, yeah.
40-something. If Wiley gave up 9, that's 31 left. Cosby gave up 1. There's 3 from Leno. That's 4 more. That's 35 left? You mean to tell me Howe sacked himself 35 times without a lineman being responsible?
Nick Gates has allowed at center. He allowed 5 sacks at center. Why? At center, he allowed 5 sacks at center.
So Nick Gates, Wiley. I'm still not believing that Leno joke 3 shorts. I guess it was all those penalties that threw me off, but
1 sack.
I swore he gave up more than that.
Cosby with 1 sack is unbelievable. I'm about to go watch some racing football.
Yeah.
Man, I'm the one who said that. I'm saying Cosby ain't play that bad this year. I didn't know it was that good. You know what I'm saying?
Nick Gates has allowed the most pressures and sacks of any center in the NFL.
Bruh, he has a broken knee. I don't even know how we signed him from bruh, can either one of y'all tell me when they start allowing players that were injured to be traded?
Yeah.
I don't know when they started that.
He wasn't supposed because you go up to pass a physical.
You can't even do that on a game. Like on a game, they won't even let you trade a player.
I'm about to say they won't even let you trade. You can't even release them.
Yeah.
Tell me, like how you got to put them on IR.
I agree.
How are they trading players? And they're like, he got to get a physical. He hurt. What do you say? Ain't no physical to give. His last medical report is a broken bone or some type of rupture or something.
You know what though? Now seeing this, Nick Gates might have been the problem for real at that lineman. And it's sad though because they brought him in and they really tried to sell us on Gates. And for whatever reason. But honestly, for them to say he's giving up the most pressures of any center.
He's from the Giants. He's the Giants former lineman. He was just with them last year.
They should have never took nobody from the Giants anyway.
They thought that he was going to be like Flowers, that he hated them so much for letting them go that he was going to play better. He had a broken knee. He wasn't even supposed to be off the team.
Yeah. That was a bad. Him and Wiley have been bad. For Wiley give up 9 sacks, him to give up 5, that's 14 sacks out of 2 people that you brought in. And then you got 9 holding penalties from Leno Jr. I mean, what are you going to do on offense? That's just from your line. Mm-hmm. That's just out your line.
And who's the guard? Who's the guard between Leno?
Who's the other guard on the other side? It's they've been rotating. It's been who's over there? Hold on, let me find out.
Chris Paul.
He wasn't starting though in the beginning of the season.
It wasn't Sadiq, was it?
It was Sadiq Charles.
He got hurt, I thought.
Yeah, that's exactly who it was.
You must have got blown up a lot of them plays. He probably got about 9 of them joints too.
He got 3. 3 sacks and 3 penalties on 444 offensive snaps.
Did not sack
Snap.
yourself 20-something times, bro. I'm not about to believe that, bro. You can't sack yourself, bro, without going outside the tackle.
That's what I'm saying. Like, where's that math? The math ain't mathing.
Right, bro. You
Yeah.
got to go outside the tackles for the tackle to be your fault, bro. I mean, for the sack to be on Sam Howell. So explain to me how our line basically gave up to them, only gave up less than 20 sacks. But he got over 40 sacks. That's 20-some sacks that just came out of thin air. Come on, bro. Unless y'all don't know who they belong to. They just belong to the linemen. So unless they saying that nobody blocked those linemen, he got hit by free players. You know what I'm saying? Because that sack wouldn't go to a lineman if it's a
Oh,
free.
that has happened a few
Yeah,
times
that's
this
happened a lot
season.
of times. That's happened a lot of times. But that means that our center, Nick Gates, is bad at calling out the damn blitz, calling out who the blitzer is. Or Sam Howell.
I think it's a
Yeah.
lot of bit of both in that one there.
Now, that's where Rowe is right, where Roulier should have came back. Because that's somebody who knows the line. He know the line calls.
And Tyler Lawson has given up 3 sacks this year.
Damn, he ain't been in there that long.
Yeah, it got him in there and took his ass out.
On 400 snaps. He's had 400 snaps. Giving
Yep.
up 3.
Now, hearing all of these snaps, can we say that the line is that bad, or we just pass too daggone much?
About 50 minutes.
Or is it a mix of both?
A little bit of both. A little bit of both.
Because you
Oh,
got one player that gave up an enormous amount of sacks. You got 2
right.
players that gave up 3. No,
No,
3 players that gave up 3.
fuck no. Gaithersburg fire shit.
One player that gave up 1.
Right.
Hold on, y'all.
So essentially, like Vito say, that the math ain't math. That's like 19 sacks, bro. Where did the rest of them sacks come from?
It's a good question. Let me see. It probably might be credited to the running back. Or the tight end. Let's see. Who's the tight? That's who? The tight end is who?
You got
Logan Thomas.
Logan. You got John Bates and Cole Turner. But I haven't seen a lot of Cole Turner this season. At the beginning of the season, I did, but as of late, not that much.
So it don't have his. It might go to Logan Thomas and to go to some of the other players. You know what I'm saying?
That's a lot of sacks left out there with no ownership.
Yeah. Yeah. It definitely is. So what you got? What you got? What final thought you got?
Honestly, after seeing what my man Jimmy came out there and did in the last quarter, put together 2 scoring drives, even though his second one took 8 tries at the goal line, at the door of the end zone, it happened. So which goes to tell me that y'all been playing Sam Howell on purpose and been putting him in positions on purpose. See, excuse me, you can do that to somebody fresh in the league. But somebody like Jimmy, who's been around town, been behind a couple offensive lines, been around a few offensive coordinators, you can't just tell him go out there, hey Jimmy, don't do too much. You can't tell Jimmy that. Because Jimmy don't know when next time he gonna play for somebody.
He also been
Or how
around.
he gonna look. Or what he need to have on film for somebody to come get him. So what it looks like to me, the tank has been full on. We seen the onset to me since the Giants game. The first one. The first meet. It may
Right.
have been on longer than that, but that's when I seen the tank go on, and it hasn't. What I want to say, it didn't. I'm not gonna say that I wasn't surprised that they started tanking, What I'm surprised about is that you think this is a town that you think you can come and do that in. You
That's the
think you
thing.
can come here and purposely tank and think these fans around here will show up to them games. We'll do right what we're doing right now. Sit at home and watch them. Y'all won't
Yeah,
make a dime off that $6 billion you just spent. So if you think you're gonna lie to our face and tell us, oh, you concerned about winning, but you up in the stands with Magic Johnson and your son and your other peers laughing while your team is about to go on a 4-10, about to be 4-10.
yeah,
That's not a laughing matter in my eyes.
yeah,
I got 3 more games.
yeah.
I'm gonna tell you
Yeah.
one thing. You think it's something now? Lose a Dallas if y'all won last game of the season. Go ahead. Go ahead. And don't rectify in the off season like Vito was talking about. Go ahead and see. Go and mess around and find out. That's all I'm gonna say. Mess around and find out what this city is really about. 'Cause we won't show up to no games. We'll boycott you. We'll talk trash about you until you write the shit. And now, like I said, last 20 years we had 5 playoff appearances. In the last 20 years. So which means the last playoff appearance that we had was in 2020. So which means this team probably ain't gonna see in the playoff game
2025.
to maybe 2025. And that's a long shot with the way y'all been running business around here. So my final thoughts is fuck them.
That
Straight up.
was
Fuck
tough. That was a tough one. That was a tough one. Well, before we let y'all go, at least we're gonna run through some of the scores. I'm gonna give y'all some of the scores and let y'all. You got any final thoughts, Vito?
Yep.
Let me get you your final thoughts. Let's give Vito the final thoughts. Then I'll run through the scores, a little bit of stats, and then give y'all my final thoughts, and we out of here.
See what I'm doing? I'm
Eat.
chewing. Cleaning my teeth. And the last part is this. I'm wiping my hands with this shit. I'm wiping my hands with this shit. Right? Me and my peers, we go back and forth, but we have a very, 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 very good understanding of football. We love football. We, as you can see, you know what I'm saying, we always excited about talking about it, always excited about trying to get y'all the best angles we can. Excuse me. And it's hard to support a machine that looks like this.
yeah.
It's hard to, first of all, if anybody on here is from Washington, D.C., understand, and if you're not on here from Washington, D.C., understand that we are prideful. Like, if you think New York people prideful, we just don't, we don't do too much talking more than we are about action. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta, it's not, we the show me state before the show me state became the show me state. You ain't about to sell me on it all looking glitz and glamoury through the eye. You got to show me. And I'm talking about through action. And you got to repeatedly show me for me to buy that. We are cool on you score 50 points tonight. Everybody in D.C. that's from D.C. is going to tell you that's luck. They're going to call you a bum the next day and everything. If you don't score 50 the next night after that, you ain't really him. We are high proven city because we've seen people really do that. We've seen people really come in and really change the culture. We've seen people really come in and give their very best to change something and make it. First of all, when I told my man that it's not the 80s or the 90s no more, just understand that I don't mean that we shouldn't get back to something like that. I'm just telling that it's not that time. But to be very honest, the Commanders / Redskins were made up originally of solid blue collar core guys. It had nothing to do with superstars. You became a superstar because you were a superstar within the family. And I do understand that drafts have gotten today so hyped up that they oversold, to be for real. You know what I'm saying? They really sell you with a draft, and those are players that haven't been proven yet. I think
Yep.
free agency should always be the most important thing during the offseason because it's very rare that a player is coming in to the professional league that's better than everybody in the professional league. How you play free agency is how those young players you draft get better. Having them around an environment of winners or people who know how the business works so that they can just go in and do their job and not worry about all the other stuff. Our media is very, very tough on players, but very, very mild on coaches. Our media needs to do a better job on how we approach the team as well moving forward. But my final take for this week before I get into that, because that's more of my off-season subject, is y'all suck. Y'all suck. Y'all suck. And I want y'all to feel it. You know, I'm giving Harris one off season. I've said that, and I'm gonna keep saying it. You got one off season, buddy, and you don't even have the season to play. You have the off season. That's what. So everybody's clear that Vito's not just trying to give out shots and all that. I'm from DC too. You ain't fucking me over but so many times before. I don't want to deal with you at all. So before I kill the idea of Josh Harris and the ownership period, you have the off season. Who you hire as a coach. What coaches you fire, what staff you bring in, what staff you let go. Are you going to bring in a medical staff that surpasses the means of basic and normal stuff? Are y'all going to do something about the field that is horrific? Things that I want to know about. That's all I got to say. Y'all have a good one. Enjoy the week.
Yes, indeed.
Well,
All right. So just to let's run through a couple stats. Bears, the Browns over the Bears. Joe Flacco with 2 touchdowns, 3 picks in that one. Amari Cooper with 4 catches, 109 and a touchdown. The Buccaneers tops the Packers, and they're at 7-7. The Packers are 6-8. Baker Mayfield with 381 in that one. He lit it up. 4 touchdowns. Rashad White, 21 carries, 89 yards, and Chris Godwin, 10 receptions and 155 yards. Texans over the Titans. They topped the Titans by 3 in overtime. Case Keenum starting for the Texans. 229 and a touchdown and an interception. Devin Singletary, the star in that one for the Texans. 26 carries, 121. And Nathan Brown with 8 receptions, 82 yards, and a touchdown. Dolphins shut out the Jets today. Tua Tagovailoa, 224 and a touchdown. Mozart, 15 carries, 42 rushing yards, 2 touchdowns. Jalen Waddle, the star in that one, 8 receptions, 142 and a touchdown. Chiefs over the Patriots by 10. Patrick Mahomes tops 300, 305, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. Carl Edwards-Helaire led the Chiefs in rushing, and Rashard Rice, 9 receptions, 91 yards, and a touchdown for the Chiefs.
Hey, bro, before you move forward, can I ask you a question real quick?
Yeah.
You've had an Achilles injury before, right?
Right.
Okay. Do you think, between me and you, do you think Aaron Rodgers' injury was for real for him to be back this quick?
He didn't play yet, did he?
He's coming back next week, supposedly. He's already been cleared.
I don't think he's going to finish the game. I think that's a tragic mistake. I don't think he's going to finish the game.
I don't think you're supposed to even try this.
He's not supposed to try it. I wouldn't have tried it. I think I don't think that's why I'm saying I don't think he's going to finish the game if he does play. I don't see him finishing the game. He doesn't have any feeling in that right now. Trust me, he don't have no feeling in it right now.
That's why I said, let me
ask he has to be shot up.
Like, whatever you gonna shoot him up, bro, like it's not worth it, bro.
Yeah, he's
come
not
back next season. You didn't even play this season past probably about 20 minutes of warming up and getting in that game. So you essentially are still the same age. You're a year older, but you essentially the same age.
The same age because you only had 1 snap.
Thank you. Like, come on, bro. Don't go out there, bro. I don't want to see that man not make it.
I do not see him finishing the game. I think he's making a tragic mistake.
I just wanted to ask somebody with some
sense. I think he's not going to end up well. I just don't see it.
Sound right.
He could be trying to end his own career. I think maybe he doesn't really want to play for the Jets, so he's just trying to do something. I gotta go.
Maybe it's an injury clause or something.
Yeah, maybe he's just trying to get himself out of his contract somehow, some way by just doing something stupid. Because it's stupid. Y'all not gonna win. You're not going. Maybe he just look, I got to get me at least 1 game this season, Joe. I want to play. Maybe
he feel like this is retirement season.
But I don't think it's smart. Nonetheless, I don't think it's smart. I think
I don't think it's
he's
smart
tripping.
neither. Remember Alex Smith?
Yeah,
Right,
yeah,
and my man almost died trying to get that joke
yeah,
fixed, bro. Like, no, bro, don't do it. I've been saying it ever since they said he
yeah.
might come back in the
I
same
don't.
season. I said, bro, this is within like this. It's got to be like the football season not 6 months.
Yeah,
This was in
yeah.
September when this happened, bro. What are y'all talking about? We're 3 months
Dog.
later.
Yeah, he's
It's
tripping.
3 months. It's 90
Right,
Bro,
days.
right.
I
The
haven't
Samuel
seen
L.
the
The
case
Samuel
being
L.
chewed up
Jackson
today.
stare is
It's
definitely
90
correct. The
days, bro.
Samuel L. Jackson stare is definitely correct. That's what he
Bro,
gets.
it's 90 days, bro. Niggas been
He's
in
tripping.
jail longer than this, bro. Like, what are you
Yes.
talking about, bro?
Yeah.
Like,
I
you can't
mean,
fix an Achilles in 90 days, bro.
no,
What
you
doctors
can't.
do
You
y'all
can't.
got?
You can't. I don't. I mean, he better have a heck of a brace. He got a space brace. That's what I'm gonna call it, a space brace.
Fellas,
He
what
got a
happened
hell
to
of a brace. He
CJ
got a space
Stroud? Did he
brace.
get hurt?
Hey, bro. Hey,
He
back,
got a
man.
space brace. That's the only way. It's the only way. You got some new futuristic brace we ain't hip to. All right, y'all. Let's finish up with the Saints. The Saints on top of the Giants, 24-6. Saints sitting at 7-7. Derek Carr started in that with 3 touchdowns, 218. Alvin Kamara, 16 carries, 66 yards. Slayton was the leader of the pack when it comes to receptions, 4 receptions for 63 yards. The Panthers, a field goal, 3 field goals, win that one for the Panthers over the Falcons, who are 6-8. The Panthers' second win of the season. They are sitting at 2-12. Bryce Young with 167. Chuba Hubbard, 22 carries, 87 yards in that one. The Commanders, that's us, lose again. It's 4-10. I think we have the second worst record in the league. Oh, the Cardinals might be a little worse than us, but we're pretty low in this record thing. 4-10 on the season. Lose to the Rams after trying to rally in the fourth quarter. Matthew Stafford ended up with 258 and 2
And was it
touchdowns.
who
K-Ron
had
Williams,
Wentz?
27 carries, 152 and a touchdown. Terry McLaurin ended up with 6 receptions for 141 yards and a touchdown in that one.
Is that his only 100-yard game this season?
I think it may be.
Yeah.
I think he
Yeah.
had one more.
Where?
Yeah, I think it may be.
Broncos.
49ers.
Broncos.
Yeah. I think we had
Oh,
multiple
against the Broncos, yeah.
the Broncos.
49ers win big against the Cardinals. They are currently the number 1 seed in the NFC at 11-3, 5-2 away from the house. The Cardinals are 3-11. After another loss, Brock Purdy with 242 and 4 touchdowns on the day. 18 carries for Christian McCaffrey, 115 and a touchdown. Tyler McBride for the Cardinals with 10 receptions for 102 yards on that one. And the last game of the day was the Dallas Cowboys. The Dallas Cowboys lose big, 31-10 to the Buffalo Bills. Dak Prescott ended that game with 134 and 8 interception, no touchdowns. James Cook ended up with 25 carries for 179 on that Dallas defense and a touchdown. CeeDee Lamb ended up with 7 receptions for 53 yards in the loss. And on Thursday, you had the Raiders win big, 63-21 over the Chargers, which that's the game that got your man fired, the coach. The Raiders 6-8 on the season, Chargers 5-9 on the season. The quarterback in that one was Eric Stick for the Chargers, 257, 3 touchdowns and 1 pick. In that one, and Jesse Palmer with 4 receptions, 113 and a touchdown. On Saturday, the Bengals beat the Vikings 27-24. Jake Browning with 324 in that one and 2 touches. And the Colts trounced the Steelers 30-13 at home. Gardner Minshew 215 and 3 touches. The Colts are now 8-6. You got to give them credit. Michael
They just
Pittman
lost
Jr.
Garner though. They just
4
lost him due
receptions
to
for 78 yards. Huh?
they just lost him due to a Punisher hit in that game.
Oh, okay, they did lose Gardner Minshew. Okay, yeah, but you got to give them credit. They are 8-6 on the season. They're having a great season. And the Lions beat the brakes off the Broncos 42-17. Jared Goff, 278 and 5 touchdowns in that one. And the new running back Gibbs had 11 carries for 100 yards and 1 touchdown. St. Brown had 7 receptions, 112, and a touch in that one. So those your stats. Catch y'all up. And tonight's game, you got 2 games. What y'all got for tonight? Who y'all got winning tonight? You got
I say the
hold on,
Ravens.
let me get the games up. You got the Eagles and the Seahawks on Monday. Let's get your predictions on that.
Eagles and the Ravens.
And huh?
Eagles and the Ravens.
And then you got the Ravens. And tonight you got the Ravens, Baltimore, and
The Jags.
the Jags. Okay. Who y'all like?
I got the Jags.
You said Raiders and you said Ravens and the Seahawks. Who you got, Vito?
Ravens and the
Nah,
Eagles.
the Ravens and the
Oh, Eagles.
Jaguars. You talking about the Super Bowl or the tonight?
No, tonight for the games tonight. Tonight in the tomorrow game.
Jaguars. Who play tomorrow? The Eagles play who? The Seahawks.
Seahawks, yeah.
I got the Eagles getting back on board. I got the Jaguars beating the Ravens though.
You like the Jags over the Raiders? So I actually like I like the Jags over the Ravens. And I like to see
Actually, I might even go with the Seahawks over the Eagles right now because low key, what I was telling y'all earlier in the season when I saw when I was like they got Blankenship out in the secondary. It's a couple of secondary players that.
yeah, I'm gonna take Baltimore. I'm gonna take Baltimore and I'm gonna take Seattle. I'm gonna take Baltimore and I'm gonna take Seattle at least to cover. Whatever the spread is, I'll take Seattle to cover.
Yeah,
I
see, I
think
was
they're
bojangling. I ain't even put no prop in or nothing, but I got time.
Yeah,
okay.
I think the Seahawks might have a shot in that jump. I'm with you though. I think the points might be the safer thing than the actual game. I think the Eagles are going to really try to win that game because they got to try to get back on board. They lost 2 straight and bad.
Yeah,
They lost 2 straight bad. So I think they'll
yeah,
get back on board. But the Seahawks are trying to fight for a playoff spot right here too, because
right.
they like a game tied or a game back from the the
They going for a wild card because San
yeah.
Francisco pretty much got that division. They clinched the division today, I think.
No, I know it's Seattle. It's Seattle and who else, bro, is in that division? Seattle and somebody else is like close in record. I think they tied.
Oh, hold on, let me
It's not the
see.
Cardinals. It's the 49ers, the Seahawks, and who else is in their division? The Rams. The Rams. The Rams just
The
won the
Rams, yeah, because the Rams beat us
record.
today.
Yeah, so the Rams
Yeah, they are.
they trying to keep up with the Rams to try to beat
Yeah,
them. So it's not like they trying to lay down against the Eagles. They're gonna be really trying to play that game too. And if I'm not mistaken, that's NC.
yeah,
You heard me?
yeah. You said I couldn't hear that last part.
I say the game is in Seattle.
Okay, and the game is in Seattle. Yeah, that's what I don't think they just gonna have a good old time up there. I'm gonna take the Seahawks minimum to cover, and then I'm gonna take the Ravens tonight. I think Baltimore prime time. Yeah, I think they handle business tonight.
They on the
I
road.
don't think.
They are on the road. They just in Jacksonville, like I said, has lost. Jacksonville was in a really, really good space as far as their record, and then they had a couple of losses as well. So I think this is one of those proven ground games right there for them. Um, because again, Doug Peterson is giving those guys a high ceiling. He's made those guys feel like they should be where they are right now. And if they can win this game, I think they go in with a lot of confidence going towards the playoffs as well. Not necessarily that they're gonna win it all, but that's the right confidence you need to have going into that type of environment. I'm crazy for making that bet because I do think the Ravens are the best team right now. Like out of
Right.
everybody, 49ers and the Ravens, they're probably the best teams in the NFL.
Oh, that's your pick. You like the Ravens coming out the AFC?
I like the Dolphins. You know, I told you like outside of the Commanders and shit, I
Oh,
team, but when I did start liking any team, it was those 2 teams. I don't like nobody in the NFC because
I just can't pick nobody other than the Redskins. So I like the Bills and the Dolphins. Those two teams are
Okay.
very well right now. And I've had my thing about Josh Allen. I really like Josh Allen.
Right.
But the Dolphins have just done so many good things in the last few seasons that I see the growth that I think that we want with our team. I've seen the Dolphins go through those changes. I've seen them go through having those bad teams and just really just building up their roster, building up their program, and I just like what they got going on. Do I think that they are better than the Ravens right now? That's a tough answer. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not something I could just answer and just say I'm confident in the answer. I don't know, but I would argue that the Dolphins are there, but I'd also argue that the Ravens are a tough matchup right now, especially because Lamar Jackson has been throwing the ball pretty well, and everybody that's what everybody's knock on him was, that he couldn't keep up with the best passers in the league throwing the ball. He's been throwing the ball around the last few weeks, and it's starting to look a little dangerous, just a little.
Yeah. Yeah. Nah, his passing has definitely stepped up. That's why I said I'm not gonna even pick nobody else because they played well and their defense is legit.
Mm-hmm.
Last week their defense gave up quite a bit of points. So I expect them to correct that ship tonight. You know what I mean? I definitely expect them to correct that ship tonight. You know what I mean? But let me go ahead and let y'all get, because I know I gotta get on. So I'm gonna get my last final thoughts on the Skins. Jacoby Brissett looked good today. You know what I mean? He looked good, and maybe that's what Bieniemy is saying about his offense, whatever the case may be. Nonetheless, they did not scout for him. And so I'm going to take that with a grain of salt right now. Same thing with Josh Hurts, man. At the end of the day, bruh, I just want to see winning be taken serious around here. And I do think that the fans should really keep their money in their pocket until he wins. Let's force him to win. Let's not just give up this bacon so early in the game.
That's the attitude.
Let's force him to win. Let's keep our money in our pockets and see what they do and put some pressure on this organization to get some wins around here and to consistently win.
I second that, bro. I ain't cutting you off. Keep going.
Yeah.
I 100% agree with. Let the fans who are with other teams or fans that want to go lounge, let them do that. But we need to stay at home until the team proves that they're worthy of the fans that are going to fight and go to battle for them as if they're supposed to go to the field. That's how fans go for you. And I can't go like that for you. It's like having a friend that can't fight. I'm going for my friend. You know what I'm saying? Right. But my friend can't put me in situations where I got to fight because he can't fight.
Absolutely.
That's it.
And the Cowboys fans and Giants and Eagles fans especially been teeing off on us for the last 2 seasons.
And my man,
and we don't got nothing. No comeback, no nothing.
Our fans, so this is what's happening. Our fans are instigating, and our friends who can fight are supposed to be our team, and they laying down. They get knocked out.
Right.
I see my man like, bro, stop putting me out there.
Right. And so that's what I would need the organization to understand. This is a rivalry. We got to go to work with these people. We got to go to school with these people.
We got to go to war with them.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, y'all got to give us some ammunition too. Don't set us up. Don't let us have us looking crazy. Give us some ammunition too. You know what I'm saying? Don't just leave us out there hanging dry like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so that's just what I want Redskin Nation to know. Is that, listen, we keeping our money in our pockets for a little minute and making them earn a little bit of that. If they want it,
one thing. The way for Josh Harris to get out of debt is winning.
It's winning. That's it.
That's it. That's
it. We're not pulling you out of debt if you lose it. We ain't gonna do. We did that with Snyder.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's all I was saying. That's all I was. I know we already digging out of a hole. He can't get us at the top of the hole when we already in the hole. But we have to be on top of him to make sure that he's not making moves to keep us in the hole.
Exactly. Exactly.
That we can see we can see the light at the end of the tunnel. We're not at the bottom looking up hoping it's light.
Yeah. Yep. So that's all we trying to say. And all the Redskins nation, make sure y'all tune in with us. We're gonna definitely have, even after football season, we're going to have something going on. We're trying to work on it.
This year,
Yeah, you know,
everybody, it's coming. We will work
it's
it out.
coming. We're gonna have something.
Oh
We're working
yeah.
on something, y'all.
This
Before the
all
Go ahead,
season
Big
is
Son. I
out,
know you.
this
we got
all
something big for y'all. Like I
Yeah,
told y'all, stay tuned for
yeah,
January. It's
yeah,
gonna be unexpected, but
yeah,
expected. You feel what
yeah.
I'm saying? It's big. Just hold your horses. We got something in the works for y'all. Y'all really
They
gonna
kind
like.
of, we kind of wanted to debut it for y'all, but with this way the season went, it would have been, it would have been a little shady to even do it like that. But we still got something coming for y'all. Stay tuned. Hold tight. You know what I'm saying? But for now, we're gonna see y'all next Sunday, same time, same place. Let's try to see if we think they tank it, so I don't expect a win. But at least let's see what they gonna do next week and see how
Let's
this
push
saga
for one
continues.
win before the season is out. Let's push for a dub somewhere.
Hey, just one dub. Yeah. One dub. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so at least one. You know what I'm saying? A 4-13, 4-14 is pretty bad. It's
Yes,
horrible, man.
that's horrible.
If 4-14 is horrible, man. So
That's
y'all stay tuned. This ETA Money Road signing out.
Big
Uptown
son.
Rio, man. Y'all be safe.
Man, y'all
Yes,
be
sir.
safe. See y'all next week.